double greatness. It's the bald row up at the top.
It's all the ones that are follically
What's behind
challenged.
the door, Ashley? To your left.
Hey, you might add
look the other way. No, it's Mike.
You might add JR because he's backstage. Only the host can see.
When he says,
"Oh, there he is. There he is."
When,
All right,
when he
cool.
says to your left, actually, he means over your right shoulder.
I'm sorry.
My cam is mirrored. Like I'm turning to my right now.
Oh.
Yeah,
No, never mind.
Mike was behind your door. Anyway.
I can't see with all the glare on that top line.
We were just talking about that.
Wow.
Oh, there's
particularly
Jack.
the one on my right here. It's particularly glaring, garish.
What'd you get at the store, Jack?
Thanks, JR.
What'd you bring?
Oh, wine.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
Wow.
Jack ready to party. All right.
Everybody's best friend, Jack.
Yeah. Was the phone a friend section? I take it.
Actually, is that your way of saying you need to be drunk for this? To have
No,
Jack
better.
go out and get you hooch.
Oh, you got salt and
Vinegar almonds.
Oh,
nice.
Fancy.
I had a big bowl of wild rice and fried spam before I got on here.
I had
I'm down for that. I can do that.
I had Red Lobster to go because I'm in Vegas.
You're in Vegas. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it is.
What hotel? Well, I shouldn't tell the viewers on that.
The Flamingo.
So the Flamingo. I was at the. What's the one with the fountain? The fountain.
Bellagio.
Bellagio. That was crazy.
All right. Yeah.
I wrote a horror novel. Some of you don't know this about me. I wrote a horror novel that may or may never see the light of day. You know, it's one of those things where you write it and then you continually rewrite it and then hate yourself and then write
If only you knew an editor, George.
If only I knew an editor, right? And part of it takes place in the 1960s and it takes place at the old Flamingo Hotel.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Ooh.
I would like to go. I think the Sands is destroyed too. I would have liked to seen Sinatra at the Sands. That would have been great. Okay,
George, have you ever considered making a movie, maybe with a name like My Dead Lover or something like that?
Way ahead of you. That actually happened. Wow!
My Dead Lover.
What a coincidence! What an amazing coincidence!
How to Bury a Body in 7 Ways by J.R. Fettinger.
You know, you used to be able to ask. You could ask Siri at one time that you needed to bury a body, and they would tell you.
By the way, George, I don't know if you saw on Facebook the other day. You know how through these shows I have these glasses. Occasionally, I fill them up with Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
So
every now and then you put one on there with Iron Man on it just to trigger me.
So last night, my wife broke Iron Man.
She's now George's best friend.
My wife.
This is Crawl Space Rocks.
So I have 4. It came in a set of 4. It had Hulk, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Cap. I have 3 glasses. I've had these glasses for like 7 years. Iron Man is dead. I thought you would like that.
Suck it, Iron Man.
Okay. What order do we want to go in? Oh, George, you can share it now, I guess, on Facebook again.
I'm doing it on Discord right now. I'll hit it up on Facebook.
Wait a minute. I turned off live chat comments. How do I?
Bro, you're gonna kill us. You're gonna kill us, bro.
I disabled. I don't know how to turn off live chat.
How to turn off live chat?
Or turn it off.
How do I sound, Brad? Do I sound okay?
Yes, I'm fine. You might be. Something's moving a little bit, but.
Well, that's. Yeah. I don't know if that's the. Unfortunately, this table is the size of a postage stamp. So,
well, let's see. Settings, maybe.
I don't know. It looks good.
I'm in the details of. I guess I could do it on listed chat, but nobody would see it.
I mean, I'm looking at our chat right now. I'm looking at people talking. It's live. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Fear the Beans, Jonathan Lopez.
Yep. So let me click in it and see if I can turn off. No, that's unlisted.
Discord.
Let me just how to turn off live chat in YouTube. Stream now. Select gear I
Why are we turning off the live chat?
because they will potentially give us the answer, right?
We've dealt with this before.
Yeah, we just tell them not to post answers, and they generally can,
We tell them don't post answers. And
Yeah,
then
as long as we don't.
Are you
as long as we don't
are
look
you
at
fine
them.
with that, Moderator George?
I mean, we did. That's how we did it last year.
That's
Ashley
what we-
wore a mask like whenever it was time for her to like.
Okay, if you don't mute me no more, Michael Reed. Okay. Chat is phone a friend.
Now, here's the thing. I mean, like, if you're a
What's the
member,
rules?
if you're a member of the show or of the podcast, and you're someone who I don't know is prone to sometimes just losing yourself in YouTube chat and not even listening to what's going on in the podcast. I don't want to mention names, Brad Douglas.
It's right here on the right on the screen. You guys have I have a
once-
different view than you guys. It's right. I could
once it's not
totally
me.
cheat if they put it up there.
Um,
Anyway, Zach,
it's
I think there's like a rattling sound or something coming from you.
Maybe the fan. How about now?
Oh no, you just got louder. That's
Yeah.
worse.
Whatever your
Here,
it's
everybody
wherever your
mute but
mic
Zach.
is.
Maybe I'll try to eliminate it. I'm going to mute myself.
All right, everybody. Zach having to. Is it me? Well, let me go into settings. This is not my laptop. This is somebody else's laptop. So.
JR's not muted. Ashley's not muted. George isn't muted. But it doesn't have a little icon next to you. Okay, I'm not muted.
Is it better now, Brad? Okay, I changed the setting. So
Okay,
I'm wondering if
mic unmute. What's weird is some of these I see little microphones through.
that's because they're doing it through the software. George has a hardware piece that he's like,
Oh, I love his sign language. That was good. Oh, you're muted, sir.
I'm like, can we do a whole show with muted George? This is really funny to watch.
Yeah.
George is still muted.
he's talking so much smack. And that's the best part, is that he's talking so much smack right now. He's like, I hate you all, and I hope
Can't
you die.
unmute your guest. Their mic
Yeah, it's like a
isn't
silent
connected.
film. I want subtitles.
Oh man, George is gonna. There he goes.
There he goes.
Try that, George. Nope.
Nope.
Here, hit the button. Hit the button on this thing. Oh, George is still screwed.
You're so screwed. You are so screwed. So,
Oh, he's reconnecting. No problem.
so my dad has had some success this weekend.
With the slots or what?
We were playing blackjack last night, way too late, and they have a progressive. They have side bets you can do on blackjack down here, and one was a progressive bet. Well, it's basically if you have 2 sevens and the dealer has a 7 as the face card on blackjack, then you earn a bunch of money if you make a certain bet. So me and my dad have been making the side bets, which is a lot more fun, and we actually were making a lot more money that way. Everybody started making the side bets suddenly after. But yeah, he won $3,900.
$3,900. Wow.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
and I got close to 8,000 twice
That's cool.
because I had blackjack and I had a 6.
I'm envisioning like a Vegas vacation. You and your dad's like Chevy Chase. And
Yeah,
you're
People
Rusty.
are like, this was the fun part. So it's me and my dad sitting right next to each other, and the girl that was dealing us out. So she's like, "You guys coworkers or?" And I said, "What do you think?" And she's like, "I don't know." I said, "That's my dad." She's like, "Really? That's your dad? Oh my god, he's so young." I was like,
Aw,
"I'm kidding
look
with my
at
dad
you.
right now. This is awkward."
Hey, I went to some.
JR, this is what you have to look forward to.
I went to Vegas in April, and nope, that's the wrong link. Over at Treasure Island, I think. My buddy and I went to the Avengers station where they have. There's no Spider-Man with it, but it has like movie props from the movies, and they have like a life-size Hulk and some Iron Man armor, and it was kind of.
Hate.
I know. Here, I'm going to put the link in the. There you go. It's over at Treasure Island.
Oh, okay.
By the way, you and your dad need to go to the Heart Attack Grill and get you a burger there. If you don't eat all the burger, they spank you.
Oh.
Oh,
And you put like a
Depending on who's doing the spanking, I won't complain.
well, I had a little person, and she was very cool.
A little person. Oh,
And-
it would be
And
very hard for me to
you
resist.
put on the gurney. You put on this gurney, and it's a medical theme, like you're about to have a heart attack. And this, but the burger was delicious. Anyway, I would recommend that.
My dad. This was kind of a spur of the moment trip. My dad and I are going to plan an individual trip where we're going to go do a lot more.
Okay.
This was a golf trip that, because I got surgery done, I was off. It's gonna be sitting there being a bump on a log, and so I haven't been as active as I normally would be. I've just been kind of pacing myself, not trying to drink too much alcohol.
There's George. Okay, are you back, sir?
Oh, for the love of Christ!
What happened to the mute?
No, I had to completely close my browser. I kept trying to go back into the studio, and then it kept saying, "Oh, your mic's not working." Literally, the only thing that happened was I muted myself by pushing the button on my headset, and they were like, "Well, George didn't even mute it," and I'm like, "Oh, well, hey, here's a big bag of go." Straight to hell, I am muted. Yeah. So then I had to completely reclose my browser in order to get this damn thing to work. God almighty.
But that weird sound is gone, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, you all sounded like emasculated robots afterward.
Emasculated robots.
And I couldn't talk at all. You did. You sounded like Smurf robots or something.
So, George, you want to start it, or what? You want to give some rules, or what?
No, because of the previous jackassery, I was not able to post onto the Facebook yet. So give me a minute to do that.
Okay. Heroing says, "Oh, I should put these on the screen." There you go. Oh, actually, we didn't do StreamYard when you were here last time, right?
This is my first time doing it.
Yeah, this was on Google Hangouts last time you were here.
Really?
But, yeah. So we can put people's quotes up on the screen now.
That's awesome.
So, are you guys looking to forward to the return of 2099?
Yes.
It seems like it didn't leave. Because it seems like
technically no, it didn't.
Peter David was just writing it, so it hasn't been that long. But I like what I saw so far.
I always love me some again.
I'll be honest. This is kind of a preview for the next episode. I wasn't these were the two weakest issues I think of Spencer's run, in my opinion, and that's not a bad thing. Okay, it's not. Well, it's not like I'm giving it. I'm not JR. Going to give it a D, but
I'll be right back.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the thing is, what's weird about the fact that you can bring 2099 back, the fact that it's a lot closer now than when the original comics came out, and it's like, maybe I don't know, because it's always weird to me whenever you do something, like whenever you date something, like always like in a movie or thing, it's like takes place in a certain year and it's supposed to be set in
2007.
Yeah, for example, this is the month when Blade Runner comes out. It's supposed to be like,
right.
And it's like, okay, we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, where was the future filled with sex robots that I was promised?
Yeah, exactly.
They're in Vegas.
You get the internet instead, sir.
Right. Yeah. Where's the flying cars and all the
right? Where's the Edward James Olmos?
So we've got VR now. So.
Right. I mean, it's just it's just always, to me, it's just always so weird that whenever it's like, whenever it's like takes place in a certain year, it's like maybe you kind of should make it kind of maybe more nebulous then, because I mean,
Days of Future Past took place in 2013.
Well, in fairness,
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Blade Runner was made in the mid '80s, and back then, and J.R. and Brad can attest to this. A lot of us didn't even think we'd even make it this much longer.
Right.
Every nightly newscast led with, "Oh, by the way, we're all going to get blown up by nuclear weapons."
We all thought Prince was the last song we'd hear in 1999.
Yeah.
Because of the Y2K bug.
We're all old enough to. Well,
before we start, I'm going to go running and top off my drink. I'll be right back.
All right.
But
by the way, Brad, I went down to make sure that I got, the unofficial drink of the crawl space, just for you.
Oh, nice.
It's
If
kind of
only
like
PepsiCo would sponsor us. Lord knows
It's
I've been sponsoring them for years.
yeah, it's kind of like with your your Star Trek thing, where you basically find out, oh yeah, there's a big World War III supposed to have been happening just about right now, where Khan is supposed to rise to power and everything.
I might push a couple of buttons and start World War III,
Oh,
but
Lord.
let's just simmer
Can I
down.
mute Zach? No.
Yeah, the eugenics wars.
Right.
Khan ruled between 1992 and 1996 is when he got shipped off into space.
Yeah.
In the Milky Bay.
Yeah.
Even the Wrath of Khan, when it came out in '82, Khan says that he came from the year 1996. So
yeah, yeah.
Oh, you want Jest Puck wants moving tattoos. I think I saw that online. I think there is such a thing as moving tattoos.
Is Chi-Town here in the night or tonight? Is he in the chat?
Oh, I can only do 6 in the windows. He's not going to be on.
There's Jack. I can see Jack. Hi, Jack.
It's me. I'm on Jack's computer,
Oh.
I'm Jack tonight.
Oh, okay. All right.
well, we can't have Chi-Town because then that would be 4 chrome domes, and I don't think that the screens could handle it.
They are.
Your follicles,
It's
sir. If you speak bad of someone else's, 3 more of yours will fall out. You should be bald by now.
At my age, if I haven't lost it all yet, I'll probably keep some of it. But I told my wife that if the rest of the top fell out and it was just what was left was on the sides, I was going to do the Patrick Stewart.
What I did,
shave
I lost it down the center, and I said, heck with it.
Let's go ahead and do this. These questions aren't going to answer themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go over some rules and what order do you want to do?
I mean, tell me when to start off.
Real quick, for my mental health, could we go in order? Like, George, you hit me up, then Spidey Dude, then Ashley, then JR, and Mike. So I can write down stuff?
Do what now?
Can we do
In other
it?
words, go from order.
Hang on. No, what's the top? Let Brad explain it.
Can you ask the first question to me, and then Zach, and then Ashley, and JR, and then Mike, like in that order, like we are in the boxes?
Hang on. Just tell me. I'm looking at the actual sheet now, which has your names on it, where I keep score. Tell me the order you want me to go in, Brad.
Oh, I'm going to write it down too. So Brad is first. Zach.
All right.
Ashley.
All right. Hang on. Ashley.
JR.
And then Mike.
And then Mike. Yep.
All right.
And then we go to how many again?
I mean, we've always gone from like oldest to youngest. This year, I was going to go from youngest to oldest. This kind of blows that up. But
well, never mind. Screw it. Here.
Well, I've already changed it on the sheet after you were like, hey, "Can we do this for my mental health?" And I was like, "Well, God, that's a tenuous."
It's all about your mental health.
How many questions are there? So there's 5, 10.
There's 45 questions tonight.
45 questions. Okay.
Yep. 46.
And do you want to wait and tell us the category till we're on the air?
I will. Yes. Once I reveal the categories on there, because we have 5 new categories this year. I will paste them into the chat for you guys.
Got it. Okay, I am handing the control over. You shall have the reins.
I got all the stats, Berryman.
Oh yes. At one point, George, can you go to Zach and say, "Let's go over the stats"?
Brad, you act like this is my first rodeo. I've done this 7 years now, dude. All I need is for you to count me down, and it's go time. I mean,
it's time to go.
3, 2, 1.
All right, and welcome to Spider-Jeopardy 2019, and we've got a full panel here of folks ready to go. Brad didn't spring 2 additional people on me again at the last minute like last year, creating even more work for me. Thank you, Brad.
Hey, no problem.
All right, so tonight we have, in the order that Brad wants us to go in, we have, ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Joplin, Missouri, Brad, Jomo Douglas. Brad.
What's going on? I think I have another title that comes after my name, don't I?
Yes, you have tie winner from last year.
No, I'm not a tie winner. I beat JR clearly.
You absolutely did not beat JR.
I beat him with that last question.
The last question was not official, and it was made
official
clear to
in
you
my
that it
book.
was not official. If you won, I mean, I can go ahead and just take the win away from you for last year and say that JR won instead of 2
Works for
people
me.
winning. I mean, if you're going to be this big of a baby about it.
I have never won Spider Jeopardy.
You
Last year I won
You're
it.
still a winner.
You're still a winner. You
tried.
won it last year with somebody else. Why
I
can't you
don't
accept
want
that?
to win it with somebody else. I answered the question at the end.
Well,
There was no question at the end. The question at the end came from Chi-Town Spidey, who was not the host.
And as the official record keeper of said
It was,
Spider Jeopardy.
it was just not an
Okay.
official question. It was even
All right, let
very
me
clearly
win.
made. It was not an official question. I don't know
You
what
know-
you're on about right now. Let
you
it go.
No one ever argues with Alex Trebek this bad. I tell you what. I give up.
Because everybody respects Alex.
Oh.
So there, yeah, Brad, that's your other title, co-winner from last year.
Oh, great.
God Almighty! All right,
Let's introduce the rest. Wait a minute. That's your job. Go ahead.
that's my
Sorry.
job. Thank you. Next up, from a secure remote location out in the desert, currently under witness protection program. That's why he's bald and in a different state. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Spidey-Doo Joyner.
How
Zach.
you doing, people? It's good to
By
be
the way,
here.
Jonathan Lopez says, "I've never seen a winner with so much sour grapes."
Right, Jonathan?
You bet you sweet.
Thank you,
yeah.
Jonathan. Oh.
So Spidey-Doo, why are you in Vegas and why it's like you're on the lam. It's like you're about to testify against somebody.
It was one of those situations that just happened to be a happy coincidence. My dad was doing a golf trip, and he's like, "Hey, I haven't taken you to Vegas since you turned 21. So you want to go?" I was like,
All right.
Does a bear crap in the woods?" Yes. So hence why I'm here. And the whole bald thing was completely unrelated to being on the lam.
You look great.
Thank you.
All right. As someone who is in Vegas right now, and as someone who is you, I think you'll actually enjoy tonight, Zach.
Thank you.
All right. And next, I guess we're going left to right and then down. Is that the way you wanted us to go, Brett?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So next up is Ashley, who hasn't been on the show since the last Pope was alive. Ashley, good to see you back. Glad you're not dead.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, you made me
Killed
almost,
Zach.
you almost made me spew my drink.
What have you been doing in all this long time that we haven't seen you?
I was actually in Vegas.
Well, we
in
should just
July.
take this whole show to Vegas, shouldn't we?
Man, we'd have so much fun at the craps table. I tell you right now.
Ashley, we're
Oh my
we're
God.
thrilled you can be back, but more importantly, how's Jack?
Jack is good. Not able to come to the computer right now. He's otherwise indisposed.
Is that code for you
Translation,
killed
he's
him?
in the bathroom.
We saw him earlier.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, he was coming back from the store. I mean, that's our front door right there, so can't exactly hide that.
I hear you
But-
sniffling. I was sniffling earlier, and I'm going to have to ask that you please not give any of us your cooties.
What, me?
Yes.
Oh, well, just
I
don't get
have
too close to
herpes.
the
but
computer
nobody
then.
wants that. So
All right.
I'm
Well,
kidding.
no,
I'm kidding.
I'm glad you're back, and everyone. Those of you who may not know, and Ashley may have forgotten this herself, coming up this next month will be 5 years that Ashley's been with
5
us.
years. Wow.
Now the longest.
There he
Hey,
is.
Jack.
Jack.
Found him.
Hey,
Hey,
Jack.
Jack.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you
He's the
doing?
longest tenured female co-host.
Jack, how's
Yeah.
married life? Do you regret it yet?
I will never.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know
I
about
really
that,
can't
Jack.
see a reason.
I'm your age and I look like this. So.
Yeah, somewhere there's a Jack in the
drinking.
future that's like
Well.
60 years old, and he's like, JR was right.
It's a twat.
He's wearing a shirt. It says JR was right, like Magneto
JR
was
was
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you, Jack. We miss you.
By the way, Venkman says, Jack.
Jack.
There you go.
All right. And next on the show, another podcast regular and somebody that I've played D&D with every Monday night for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike McNulty, a.k.a. Spectacular Still a Nerd. Spectacular
Great.
Mike, how are you?
Greetings. Oh, and just to make in the spirit of gamemanship, Alec, George, I'm going to
This is a
handicap myself.
PG-13 show. Keep it such. I
Okay.
don't know where you're going with this. I'm
Okay. I'm going to purposely handicap myself this year to give you guys a fighting chance.
What?
Oh.
I mean, you didn't win last year. I mean, you.
I know, but considering how I almost did, and because I want to give I want to give Brad a legitimate win. I'm going to give my.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I
I'm
am
still
going
hosting
to.
this chat, and you
Shots
might get
fired.
booted if you do that.
Shots fired.
I am going to give my. So when you give me the question, I'm going to give myself a 5-second timer to answer them.
Oh.
A
George?
5-second timer.
Yeah. In other words, when you give me
Really?
the question, I'm going to wait. I'm going to give a
Dude,
maximum
I've
of
seen
5
how
seconds
long
to
it
answer.
takes you to take a turn in D&D. There's no way you're going to be able to do this in 5
Well,
seconds.
well, George, I'm not going to disagree with the boy. Let him do it.
Yeah.
I just want to make it. Yeah, you do.
He's trying to
look,
handicap
Hey,
himself.
I'm keeping in the spirit of my character, who's
Do you
supposed to be
re-
fast and agile and.
Do you
and
really
swift
want to
and-
lose, Mike? What the?
I'm not going to try to lose. I'm just going to try to see if I can actually do it and
So
call.
he's playing
answer
not
these-
to win.
Do you understand that in those 5 seconds, there's not any time for me to repeat the answers? There's not enough time for me to repeat the answer choices or the question. I mean, you're like literally 5 seconds after I'm done talking. Bam! Give me a
answer.
Well, hey, yeah, I'll be willing to risk
Wow. Okay. Okay.
All right. I mean, it's your funeral. All right.
it. Okay.
Cool.
Ave Maria.
All right. Next up is last year's co-winner and the current New England Patriots of the Spider-Man Jeopardy contest. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Midwest, J.R. Fettinger. J.R., how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm the co-winner who's not showing up or not exhibiting sour grapes. So
Yeah.
I'm
Well
the
done,
better
JR.
sportsman. I'm the better sportsman, which is absolutely incredible for anybody who actually knows me in real life.
So far, you've insulted
don't you
marriage
wish
and my
that the hoodie-
hair. You're a great humanitarian, Jr.
JR, don't you wish that the hoodie never left Cleveland and would have, not gone to the New England Patriots?
Josh says, I think Mike feels sorry for Brad and wants to win. Well, thank you, Mike. It's Thanksgiving this month, and I want to say I'm thankful for you. You're going to lose early.
Trust me. Nobody in Cleveland really regrets Belichick leaving. You know, he wasn't like
at
when he
Ashley's
was,
house. There's like things running around.
Oh, there's your giant cat.
Oh no.
That cat is big enough for a halfling to ride. Could be a halfling's mount.
A hobbit could ride it to Mount Mordor.
Actually, this cat is big enough for Bilbo to ride to Mordor. There you go.
Like it needs its own box in this Brady Bunch squares we got
Oh
going
my
on.
God.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. So those of you, hopefully, most of you listening and or watching have probably already, you're familiar with the rules. Here's how we do it. Every now and then, there's the number of questions fluctuates from year because it's hard for us to get a head count ahead of time. I didn't even know JR was going to be able to make it tonight. But so we've got different categories. Each category will have a different amount of questions. This year we have 9 categories.
Yeah.
And 5 questions per category. This is the most categories we've ever had while I've been coming up with questions for the thing. And 5 of them are brand new.
Five.
Well, I say 5 of them are 4 of them are brand new. One of them's kind of a return from the past with a new twist. All right. So anyway, I'll ask you a question. You can answer it correctly. You can pick your, give me the choice, which one you want. If you answer correctly, you get 5 points. If you answer incorrectly, you lose 5 points. YouTube chat. Brad cannot take his eyes off of the chat screen. So please do not blurt out answers.
Yeah.
All right. And try in an attempt to help Brad, let Brad try to win on his own or as happened last year, tie on his own, in which case he'll grumble about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't try to intervene. All right. Keep Spider Jeopardy pure.
Yeah.
All right.
What happens if we have an answer that appears?
We kick that person out of the and we probably find what they love most in life and kill it.
Well, what about us with the
Guitar
question?
inside
If
of
we're
them.
given a question and I see the
Just don't look in the bottom left-hand corner where George is at.
I got a different view than you got. But anyway,
What?
all right.
What are you talking about? Can you see my screen? Can you see these questions? What are you talking about?
I have YouTube chat on the right on my view.
Oh well.
Well, don't
Oh,
look
'cause
at
you
it.
got it- you got the
It's
two
a little,
different
it's a
monitors
little
set up.
thing we all like to call self-control.
I
Click
got
the
none.
private-
Well,
click
if you've
the
got-
private chat tab
Wait a minute, so
on the
Brad, if
deal.
you've got 2 monitors, right?
I don't.
Oh, never mind. Because
Okay,
you can just
you
shut
know,
the
I
one
could-
monitor off.
That's true. All right,
But-
I will try not to look when it's my question. Here, that's a good. I can do that.
All right, that's fine.
All right.
All right. So, and then of course at the end of it, we'll get to Final Jeopardy. At Final Jeopardy, this is something I went back and I watched the last couple of Spider Jeopardies, and Brad, you completely forgot how we did Final Jeopardy last year, and you're like, well, wait a minute, we don't get a category, and I'm like, no, we've never gotten a category. In Spider Dude, you were like, no, wait, we've done categories. I'm like, not well, I've done it. You get a question. That's what Final Jeopardy is.
Okay.
Well, like most of the time, this was the argument that I was making, was that I know you've given, like, it was like 1 year was cops. I don't know if it was yours or maybe it's the other one, but like just like a general like theme of whatever the question is. But you could, that's fine. No, there's no category.
I may have, but I'm sorry. If I did in the past, I was wrong. That's candy ass.
Okay.
It's not.
All right. I
think I was thinking of Real Jeopardy because Alex gives the category.
Yeah, that's on Real Jeopardy. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, those people aren't all experts like the panel we have right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, all right. No arguing on. Oh, and are we texting you on Facebook?
Yeah, when we get to Final Jeopardy, you guys are going to have to answer me through Facebook, and JR is going to have to text me because since JR is a Luddite when it comes to social media, he's going to have to text me, which is funny because the only text I get from JR is once a year on Final Jeopardy night. I literally will have all of the other previous Final Jeopardy nights when
So
JR
I
missed.
recommend to all the other panelists, go ahead and have Facebook open in a tab, ready to go with a message to the immortal George Berryman.
Oh, yes.
All right. So, are there any questions before we start, panelists?
Do I get to?
You want to do the year in review? Who's won what?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and give. We can go ahead and do that. Yeah, every year we let.
What year is this, Zach? And he's frozen.
This is 12 or 13.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we told you to set him up, and then he froze.
Yeah, I think this is the 13th year we've done this.
Wow, lucky 13.
Lucky 13.
Well, until we get Zach back, George, you want to go over the categories? Oh, nope, here he comes. Here he comes.
Oh.
Oh no, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's totally gone.
He's gone.
To give
Maybe
you all some fun perspective,
Mm-hmm.
this is the 13th anniversary of Spider Jeopardy. This is me and Jack's 13-year dating anniversary.
Oh, look at that.
They all started doing Spider Jeopardy when we started dating in high school.
How cool.
Was Jack listening to us back then?
I don't think so. I don't think he knew about y'all.
Oh, that's
funny. Okay, so I guess categories. Well,
No, I don't think I found them.
I don't know. I feel like we need to wait for Zach.
there he comes. Here he is. Boom,
Yep.
there he is.
Good
Okay.
grief.
Sorry, Zach. I went right to you. Then the hotel Wi-Fi said no.
It's a no.
Okay,
All right.
go over the stats, sir.
All right. So we started doing this back in February 2009, episode 60. Brad was the host for the first time.
2009.
Wait, 2009?
2009.
Did we used to do this like more than once a year?
There was 1 year that we did it twice. I'm going to get
Because I thought this was like the 13th time we'd done it.
Yes, it is, and I'm going to get into that. I'm doing. This was February 2009. First episode was episode 60. Stella was the winner. The second time we did it was in December 2009, episodes 88 and 89. Bertoni was the host then. JR was the winner. Then we started doing it. Did it in November 2010. Bertoni was host. Episodes 117 and 118. Kevin was the winner. September 2011. Episode 152. George is in his only time as a contestant on Spider Jeopardy.
You know, that's right. I'm the only undefeated person because it used to be it was me and Dark Mark, but then Dark Mark came back and got his ass whooped.
Yeah.
I remember that. Poor Mark.
Yeah.
So Bertoni was the host. George won that one. And then November 2012 was the first time we had two champions. It was myself and JR, episode 200. Then November 2013, episode 258, JR was the winner in a near flawless victory. He got 9 out of possible 10 points.
Flawless victory.
Yeah. Then George became the host in November 2014. JR was the winner, which I'm almost positive is still a record at 55 points. All time greatest win in Jeopardy history. Then we had episode 400. That was the time that I won. JR wasn't there though. November 2015, November 2016, episode 448. And by the way, episode 400, that win was with a crying, screaming child. Doc Reflect counselor. November 2016, episode 448. JR won again. Episode 447 was going to be the original episode because we thought we lost it with the audio file.
yeah.
And Dark Mark was the winner of that particular episode. In episode 484, JR won that particular episode as well. And then last year, JR and Brad won. I don't have the episode number in front of me. So that is the all-time winner. And so JR is a 6-time winner. Zach's a 2-time winner. George is 1-0. Stella and Kevin are 1-time winners. Mike's a 1-time winner. Dark Mark's a 1-time winner. And somebody named Brad Douglas is a 1-time winner.
So actually, if we started this in 2009, this is the 10th anniversary of Spider.
It is the 10th anniversary this year.
Wow, look at that. That's crazy.
I'm gonna have to mandate a record keeping change in that we call anyone who won in a year where somebody else won, like you tied. We're gonna call them co-champs.
Co-champs.
Co-winners. We're not gonna call them winners. I mean, because they didn't enter the field of battle and just win it all on their own. You know, they did as good as somebody else. I mean, it's not the same thing as a pure win.
I got you. All right. I will.
Let's get the damn show on the road.
I will amend that as the official record keeper of Spider Jeopardy.
All of my ass.
And that's a whole lot of ass.
You bet your sweet ass.
Hey, it's shrunk from what, a month ago when you started keto?
Yeah, it is less. So. Yeah. No, I started in July.
All right, so like I said, we've got some brand new categories this year. All right, we've got some returning categories. As always, team up, or as we call it around here,
Suck it JR.
Suck it JR. So it's team up, bad villains, potpourri. And of course, we can't do Spider Jeopardy without this one now. Hold the Peter,
please.
Yeah.
And now we've got 4 new categories. The first is actually a returning category under a different name called Name That Story, in which I describe the story and you guys try to pick the correct name from the issue.
Ooh, this is a hard one.
There will be one legitimate actual name of the story. The rest will be completely made up by me. Well, they're all multiple choice.
They're all multiple choice anyway. But
I mean, we did that one year with like true and false. It was like shit my publisher says, but we stopped doing that one. It's too easy. 50-50 chance is too easy for you people. So that's sort of a returning thing. We have Ladies' Night. Ladies' Night.
Hello, ladies. Does your man look like me? No. Can he smell like me? Yes.
We have another category called a brand new category this year called Rowdy Roddy Kingsley.
Oh, love it.
Rowdy Roddy Kingsley. And we have 2 categories left to name. So before I get to the last one, last year I had told a long story where I had originally come up with things to do for the show, but because Brad and Zach both wound up ticking me off, not really, but kind of, just annoying me in some way or another, I wound up changing the categories. One of which I said was Spulk, which was Spider-Man and Hulk.
Yeah,
questions. Questions from issues where Spider-Man and Hulk were together, and because of that, I felt bad. I felt bad for Brad. That Brad didn't get his category. So this year we have Spulk as a category.
Oh, yes. Spulk.
And the last category, I said we'd never do it. I said it would never happen on this show.
Oh.
I said we would never go here. We would never do it. Every now and then I've thrown a bone here and there, but no, tonight we have a category dedicated to Ben Reilly called Flower Facts.
You kind of got the Sunday, but it didn't have a cherry on top.
I got rope-a-doped.
Oh,
you didn't get roped. I gave you an entire category dedicated to your doughy hero.
All right. Flower power.
This isn't like last year, where it's like a math question about how many cupcakes you can make. This is legitimate questions about Ben Riley.
There you
I got
go.
that question right.
I have a
Page it now
suspicion.
if you like.
I have a suspicion they're going to be written unflattering questions
I'm
about
sure.
Ben Riley if I had to guess.
But hey, you know what? He's throwing me a bone.
What Clone Saga story
Namaste.
sucks the least?
Namaste. Namaste. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, George Berryman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Spalt,
Wow.
baby.
From the bottom of the lack of a heart here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love
You're
it.
welcome. God Almighty. Okay, and because I said I would, I go ahead and into our video chat, I will give you the categories.
Okay.
Hang on here. Everyone should see that.
Yep.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay, there you go.
Oh. Well, you know what?
What?
I can't see the live YouTube chat if I just look there. Boom. There it is. I'm not going to cheat.
Hang on. Let me. You know what? Let me
This requires double face palm.
Yeah.
let me realign these because the thing wanted to put them in like a certain order without any room. Hang on here.
Oh yeah, I'd make them like a list form.
No.
Does that? No, it's just going to put the text in however it wants to put it in.
Yeah, I don't think it does breaks.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hang on. No, it does breaks. It just doesn't do. Or I'm sorry. No, it does slashes. There we go. Okay, we've got at least a slash in between potpourri and name that story. There you go.
Okay.
All right. So because Brad wanted a certain, normally we go every year. We start and we go from oldest to youngest. I was going to flip that this year and go youngest to oldest, but Brad said no, I don't want that. So Brad said I wanted to start with me and me alone. So that's not what Brad said, but I mean it's the effect is the same. So Brad,
exactly.
because Brad mandated that we start with him.
Yeah, I guess I did because I wanted to go in the order the chat boxes are. But
we will start with Brad. Brad, you're up.
So I wonder what category I'm going to hit.
Oh god.
Spalk, smash,
Spalk.
Spalk.
All right, this is the
Spalk
first
smash.
question ever asked of from the Spalk category on Spider-Jeopardy.
Love
All right,
it.
Brad. Before Spidey could arrive to try to stop Hulk from rampaging, a greedy scientist named Armand Jones zapped Bruce Banner with his biokinetic energy absorber. Who accidentally released the energy stored in the device into Spider-Man, later transforming him into a Spider-Hulk? A. Armand Jones. B. Betty Brant. C. Betty Banner. D. Mary Jane. Or E. Christie.
Oh god.
So it's Web 69 and 70.
Is it?
It is. It's by Jerry Conway, and it's penciled by Alex Savick. And I suspect
None of these are the answer.
I know. I'm trying to get to the one.
He's showing his work.
I suspect when you said it, I thought this. So I'm going to go with my first gut. Betty Banner.
Betty Banner, is that your final answer?
Yes.
Betty Banner is correct.
Whoa! Yeah, there we
Betty
go.
Brant's
Starts off
Brant's
with
inclusion
5
in that
points.
because she is a horrible person made it hilarious
No,
to me.
not Betty Brant. Betty Banner, baby.
No, just Betty being included in is the answer.
That's a lot of Bettys.
That is a whole lot of Betty. All right, very good, Brad.
Thank you,
Whoa,
sir.
Black Betty.
And next we'll go to Zach because
Hey.
that's the order Brad wanted to go on, and I think we're screwed up on it now.
Because I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
because
'cause
you
you
left
reconnected.
and yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, Brad, if you're triggered.
No, I got one
Hashtag.
right. I'm in a happy place.
All right, Zach, you're up.
All right. Flower facts.
Flower facts.
Looks like you inhaled the flower facts.
Okay. Enjoy it now. This may not be around next year.
I know.
All right. And I actually redid this entire thing, this entire category, replaced something else, and I legitimately did it because you. And the first question is because not only because it's Ben Riley, but it also relates to Vegas. Because I figured you would be the first one to pick this, and I wasn't wrong.
Oh, okay.
All right, first question under flower facts.
All right.
Which of the following characters that knew the Spider clone owned a casino on the Las Vegas Strip? A. Cassandra Mercury, B. Seward Trainer, C. Slate, D. Mendel Strom, or E. Charles Bates?
Cassandra Mercury.
Cassandra Mercury, is that your final answer?
That is my final answer. From the Peter David written Ben Riley series.
Cassandra Mercury is correct for
Very
5
good.
points. All right. Hang on, let me go and mark that one off. And see, now, was that horrible?
That was perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect.
That was there was no sarcasm. That was a legitimate question. Wait till the next one.
All right. So going into Ashley's question, we have a 2-way tie for first place with 5 points apiece with Brad and Zach. Ashley, you're up.
Here to break the winning streak. Let's go with bad villains.
Bad villains.
Or Dark Mark's favorite category.
Always a popular category. Which of the following bad villains took part in retaliation against Nick Fury for his secret war against Latveria? A. Kangaroo, B. Stiltman, C. Lady Octopus, D. Spot, or E. Meteor Man?
Oh my god.
I think I know the answer to this one.
I'll go with Lady Octopus.
Lady Octopus, is that your final answer?
Let's just do it.
Lady Octopus is correct.
Oh my god.
Good
That
job.
is correct.
What was that from? Was that Secret War?
Yep, that was.
Secret War.
This is fun Jeopardy fact. The old host of Jeopardy forgot that she appeared in this, and so like there was a question related to her that she like died or was never seen again and was in off panel land. And then she was subsequently corrected by Kevin in regards to yes, she was in fact still alive from the Secret Wars miniseries.
All right, we got a 3-way tie for first, 5 points apiece. Brad, Zach, Ashley, and now we go into the Tom Brady of Spider Jeopardy. J.R. Fettinger. J.R., where we going?
Is your wife a supermodel or J.R.?
Don't even get me started.
How much different will your life be there, JR? You both have great head to hair, though.
All right. Well, let's see here. I guess I'll go for potpourri.
Potpourri! Question the first under potpourri. The first Spider-Man video game was made in 1982. And it was also the first Marvel Hero video game. What platform was the game first released on? A. Apple, B. IBM, C. Intellivision, D. The Atari 2600, or E. ColecoVision?
Ooh.
The Atari 2600.
The Atari 2600, is that your final answer?
That is.
The Atari 2600 is, of course, correct.
Yep. He listened to that interview I did with the game designer.
Well, I had it.
You had it. Yeah, I did too.
A sad fact of life. Because I had a 2600 and I was a kid. I also later had a ColecoVision. But the only superhero game I had was Superman, because for whatever reason I could not find the Spider-Man game anywhere as a kid.
I had that Superman game too. You had to kiss Lois. You go in the phone booth, change into Clark,
and and it used to bug me because like people could shoot you and it would hurt you. And I'm like, this isn't Superman. This is right. People shoot Superman all the time. Superman laughs off. I was like, bitch, I'm Superman. That's not Superman.
And in 1982, though, you thought that was the best video game we'd ever get. I thought that was the coolest.
I knew it was the best video game I ever got because I couldn't find Spider-Man. All right. So we've got a tie. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is revolutionary. We live in a new world. It's a brave new world. Everyone's answered correctly now. Going into the last question, we'll see if we can make it. What is it? A quinfecta?
Yeah.
By the way,
like that.
Glenn Clark in YouTube chat says, if I've learned anything, it's never bet against JR.
All right.
Way to jinx me, all right?
Spectacular Mike. Where are we going?
5 seconds.
Yep. I've got, and by the way, I've got my timer set up right here, just in case you guys are not.
You fool.
I am.
Don't do it for this first round. Let's get a clean sweep.
Pick a damn category.
No, I'm doing this. Okay. All right. So my category is going to be, you know what? I'm going to pick somebody that's already picked. I'm going to go for bad villains.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Bad villains. Second question under bad villains. Miles Warren killed his lab assistant, Anthony Serba, after Serba completed Warren's cloning work. What animal had Serba successfully cloned before his death? A rat. B, a guinea pig. C, a hamster. D, a rabbit. E, a frog.
I'm going to go with D.
D, a rabbit. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
D, a rabbit is incorrect. Zach, what was
Yep.
it?
It was a frog.
It was, in fact, a frog.
What issue is this? Is this like in the Conway
149.
clones?
That's during Conway
Conway
clone saga.
clones? Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So after one round, Mike is in dead ass last.
Yep.
While
Mhm.
Brad, Zach, Ashley, and JR all are in a deadly game of spider and mouse with 5 points apiece, tied for first place. We go back to Brad.
You're gonna hate me, Zach. I'm gonna take a flower fact.
Whoa!
That's fine.
Oh,
There's only 5 of them, aren't there?
Yep, there's only 5 of them.
All
Each
right,
got
let's
a
take
five
some
point.
away from Zach. You're gonna
Wow.
take some of my Hulks. I bet.
All right.
I might have to now.
In what city did Ben Riley hook up with Elizabeth Tyne, also known as Janine Godby? A, Portland, Oregon. B, Seattle, Washington. C, Sacramento, California. D, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Or E, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh, I should have went with Hulk.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, you should have.
What's sad is that I think Zach probably knew this.
He knows
I
it.
knew this as soon as you said
Yeah.
He
it.
knows
I know
it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Portland is where Peter and Mary Jane went when he in the final adventure.
Mhm.
What was the other cities besides Portland? So I know it's not Portland.
All right, your answer choices once again. Final time. A, Portland, Oregon. B, Seattle, Washington. C, Sacramento, California. D, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Or E, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Utah.
Salt Lake City, Utah. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct.
That is
Oh,
correct.
that was a
Ooh.
guess.
That is correct.
That was
Detective
total
Jacob
guess.
Raven was the officer that was came in during the Clone Saga,
Wow.
and Kane killed his partner. That's the
JR,
problem.
you know that one? Did you know that one, JR?
I didn't know it.
Yeah.
I would have guessed it because I seem to remember wasn't Raven a Mormon or something? Didn't that come
Yes,
up or
that
something?
came up in the miniseries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I didn't know it. That would have been a guess.
Man. That was
Who would ever know that we would start Spider Jeopardy off in 2019 when Brad would get 2 in a row correct?
you bet your
Mhm.
sweet Texas. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of sweet Texas, Zach, you're up.
Yeah. I'm. You know what? Flower facts is probably going to be the first category gone. So
All right.
get her done.
While hiding out in Portland, Oregon, what was one of the jobs Ben Riley had to get by? A, dog catcher. B, meter maid. C, janitor. D, security guard. Or E, circus clown.
Janitor.
C, janitor. Is that your final?
Yes.
Is that your final answer? C, janitor is correct.
Circus clown.
That was from. That's good.
That was funny.
That was from the J.D. Mateus written backup of Spider-Man.
Oh, and like Web of Spider-Man issues.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Again, who could have ever predicted? Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Brad and Zach neck and neck going into the next round. Who
crazy.
Who would have seen that? Who could have foreseen that?
That's what happens
All
when you have Hulk and clone categories. That's what's up.
Mhm.
Ashley, you're up.
Let's do potpourri.
Potpourri. Second question under potpourri. If I can ever scroll back up to it, here we are. In 1954, the costume company Ben Cooper Inc. made a Spider-Man costume without a hyphen that may have influenced Steve Ditko's Spider-Man design many years later. What color was this costume? A, red and blue. B, green and purple. C, black and orange. D, yellow and black. Or E, black and green. This is something we actually covered on the show.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah. Let's go with black and orange.
Black and orange, is that your final answer?
I don't like the faces Zach is making down there.
Sorry.
I can't see anything.
I don't know.
That's his resting clone face.
Black and orange, is that your final answer?
Well, I'm not going to change it because of Zach's faces because that feels like cheating. So let's just go with black and orange.
Sorry.
Black and orange.
Watch your face, Zach.
My bad.
He's giving it away.
Yeah.
When you know the answer, you know.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Black and orange is incorrect. The correct answer was yellow and black.
Stop.
I'm trying to help you.
I thought it was
Ashley.
really. I thought it was orange.
Okay, well, don't.
No, it was
Oh,
yellow.
Oh, maybe it was just my
Don't.
monitor because the
I will
monitor
not-
showed up as
stop-
orange
Stop
on my
trying
thing.
to help anybody.
Okay.
I was trying because Ashley's, she struggled with this.
She's a strong
I don't
mature
know.
woman.
You can't
she doesn't
help
need
Ashley.
She doesn't need your masculine unwanted help.
Masculine.
It's 2019. She can do it by herself.
She can-
All right.
I'll just do this the whole time.
So Ashley falls back down to 0 points. We go to
Gotta put a
another
mask on, Zach.
another strong independent woman, J.R. Fettinger.
Girl power.
Zach just
Well-
fell over.
Well, considering how marriage emasculates a fellow, that's probably not too far off.
Why do you think I divorced my ex-wife? She's my starter wife.
You starter wife. Oh my god.
All right, which one do
In fact, I don't even want to get into the reasons why you may have divorced your wife.
which one are we going to, J.R.?
Crazy ex-wives for 500.
We don't have a crazy ass one. Crazy ass one category. J.R.
You'd run it.
Well, let's go with Ladies' Night.
Ladies' night.
I want to hear what's in that. Yeah.
Question the first. What is Felicia Hardy's middle name?
Ooh.
A. Anne. B. Lydia. C. Harmon. D. Luis. Or E. None of the above.
I genuinely do not know. Wow. I'm going to say none of the above.
None of the above. Is that your final answer?
That's the only one I got.
None of the above is correct. All the others were
Yeah.
various aliases that she'd used over the years.
Jeez.
And apparently, allegedly, it's actually Sarah. According to,
Where'd you get Sarah from?
that's according to Marvel's. They released something for the new annual, Ashley,
Oh,
and
it's in there.
Mohammed posted it in our Facebook group.
All right. So
Wow, JR, good guess.
we've got a three-way tie for first between Brad, Zach, and JR. Ashley has fallen to 0 points. Mike is at -5, and it's Mike's turn. Mike, what was
Mm-hmm.
that?
You know what?
Mike,
Um,
5-second McNulty. Where are we going?
Yeah, we're going to go
That's
with
what
said.
we don't want.
Yeah,
That's what she said. I'm sorry.
yeah, right. Okay, we're going to go with
Oh, no.
Spulk this time. We're gonna take on Brad categories.
Now I know what it feels like.
All right.
I do
Hulk.
understand. Douglas.
Second question under Spulk. Spidey and Hulk once had an epic fight in Canada. But
Mhm.
who else was on scene to give the Hulk trouble? A, the Abomination. B, the Leader. C, General Ross. D, the UFOs. Or E, Tyrannus.
I'm going to go with C, General Ross.
C, General Ross is correct.
Yep.
From Amazing Spider-Man number 119 and
Yep.
120.
Hulk,
Mhm.
smash that category.
Very
job,
good.
Mike. Very good.
All right,
So-
so after 2 rounds, Mike and Ashley are tied at 0. JR, Brad, and Zach are tied at 10 apiece, and we are back to Zach. Or pardon me, Brad.
Spulk again, please.
All right, third question under Spulk. Spidey and Hulk teamed up to stop Russians from using an antimatter bomb created by Daniel Ironwood, Sissy Ironwood's dad,
Mhm.
and Marvel Team Up Annual number 2.
2.
What 2 events triggered Banner's transformation into the Hulk in this story? Name both that apply. A. Banner was attacked by the Crimson Dynamo. B. Banner was drowning. C. Spidey started to bitch slap Banner. D. Rick Jones had gotten hurt. Or E. Sissy Ironwood shot at Banner. 2 of those are correct.
Okay, so the Crimson, the what's the name of that group again? The Crimson Dynamo. Is that what you said?
The Crimson Dynamo is a
villain.
Is a villain. He was part of the
That's one of the options, right?
Soviet super soldiers.
Right. Crimson Dynamo is one of them, right? That's one of the answers.
Yes.
Okay. And
maybe. I don't know. It's one of the choices, yes.
Yeah. Oh, choices,
it's
yes.
A, Banner was attacked by the Crimson Dynamo. That's one of the choices.
So this is like 2 for 1. Like I got to get 2 answers correct.
We've had questions before where it's like name all that apply.
Okay.
We have.
So I think it's Crimson Dynamo, and I think it's the Drowning.
Okay, so your answer is A, Banner was attacked by the Crimson Dynamo, and B, Banner was drowning.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Unfortunately, you're incorrect. The correct answer, you had it half right. Banner was attacked by the Crimson Dynamo, turned into the Hulk. Right as he was turning into the Hulk, he was thrown from the horse that he was riding.
Yeah.
And then Spidey started to bitch slap him because he knew the Hulk. And he felt bad about it, but he was like, he started yelling at Banner and started slapping him in the face.
You know what's really sad is that is what I consider my very first comic I ever read.
Oh, well,
wow.
Too bad.
Haven't read it since 1979.
Too bad it didn't stick enough with you for you remember how to answer the damn question. All right, so Brad falls to second place.
Damn. Damn. I'm about to Spidey bitch slap you, Banner.
We'll go now to Zach, who's tied for first place with 10 points, tied with JR. Zach, what's up?
Flower facts, baby. Flower facts.
Going back to flower facts. All right. Fourth question. After this, we will only have one more question of flower facts.
How about Hulk? We got one more for Hulk.
Who looked after Desiree? Who looked after Desiree Winthrop at the Daily Grind while Ben Reilly went off to confront a Sentinel as Spider-Man? A. J. Jonah Jameson. B. Jessica Carradine. C. Shirley Washington. D. Norton Fester. Or E. Buzz?
Shirley.
Shirley Washington. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Shirley Washington is correct.
Oof.
Jessica Carradine would have been my second answer, but I remember that she left the month before. So.
All right. And Zach now climbs into sole possession of first place.
Oh.
And we go to Ashley. Ashley, who is currently at 0 points. Ashley, where are we going?
I'll take a ladies' night.
Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. All right.
Does that mean I get a multiplier on the correct answers?
Doesn't mean what?
Does that mean I get a multiplier on correct answers? Ladies' night?
No, that's not what that means. But drinks are half off until 5.
Or if you're at the casino, they're free.
All right. Where was Deb Whitman born?
Ooh.
Wow.
A. Queens, New York. B. Boston, Massachusetts. C. Paramus, New Jersey. D. Elk Rapids, Michigan. Or E. Des Moines, Iowa.
Wow.
Do you need those repeated?
My heart tells me New Jersey.
All right. Well, what is your answer though? Are you going with your heart, or are you saying "F you heart"?
Will your heart go on?
Going with the heart of the cards, and I'm going with New Jersey.
All right, Paramus, New Jersey is unfortunately incorrect. The correct answer was Elk Rapids, Michigan.
Where did that fact come from?
From a comic.
Smart.
It wasn't. I think it wasn't one of those. It wasn't one of those.
It's got to be in spec, if I had to guess.
That is a. What's his name? That does our. I just blanked. Who's the guy that always does the funny?
Hornacek.
Hornacek
hasn't done it in a long time, but yeah. Yep.
All right, so Ashley falls to -5. We're back over to JR, who has 10 points. JR.
Well, hold the Peter, please.
Hold the Peter, please. And because fans demanded it.
Uh-oh.
Because fans demanded it this year. And by fans demanded it, I mean Web Century. Hold the Peter, please is entirely focused on Spider-Ham this year.
Oh,
so it may as well be called. It may as well be called "Hold the Peter, please, and pass the pork."
I like it. I like it.
First question, and hold the Peter.
I'm gonna have to cry foul with that one because I would not have picked this category if I'd known.
Well, hold the Peter, please can be anything, including Spider-Ham. So you didn't know that it wasn't not going to be one.
That is true. I'll just know better next time.
If you cried foul, it'd be Dr. Doom.
So Question the first. And what the number 3 from 1988? What two Earth 8311 Marvel employees slammed Spider-Ham's face in a book when he said that he wanted to be in a graphic novel in the worst way? A. Stan Leach and Alex Saviak. B. Hen Birdwing and Jim Salamander. C. Tom DeFalcon and Bill Manitillo. D. Frogger Stern and Prawn Ferez.
Oh,
Or E. Stan Leach and John Cromita Sr.
Oh man.
You know, it's funny because only one of them's right, but all of them are good answers. Oh, let's see here.
Making the old man sweat, George.
I feel bad.
I'm going to go with.
I know.
Wow.
Do you need them repeated?
No. I'll go with DeFalco and Mantlo.
With Tom DeFalcon and Bill Manitillo.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect. The correct answer
Is
was
it Salacrop? Is it Salacrop?
Hen Birdwing and Jim Salamander, who were, of course, Glenn Herdling, assistant editor to Jim Salicrup.
That was my guess because that book was published in the early '90s, and that's when Salacrop was the editor. So that's why.
I literally started off the question with saying, "And what the number 3 from 1988?"
88, yeah.
Oh, 88. Well, it was around Salacrop's run as editor.
That is during his run as editor.
Yeah,
So B was the correct answer. Stan Leach was actually a thing from the Spider-Ham comics. The rest of them, Tom DeFalcon and Bill Manitillo, Frogger Stern and Prawn Ferez. I'm particularly proud of Prawn Ferez, by the way.
Ferez.
And John Cromita Sr.
That's good.
Those were all me. All right. So, JR, I'm sorry. You kind of...
Here, real quick, George.
What?
Can you think of our names as animals?
No, we'll do it
real
later.
quick.
Come
No,
on.
Okay.
Given time, sure. When I'm not under pressure and trying to move a game along, sure, I can come up with things.
No problem.
But no, not on the fly. Sorry. All right. Speaking of under pressure, it's Mike 5-Second McNulty.
Yep. Well, since here's the thing: since clones can also disintegrate in 5 seconds, and because I'm Zach's evil clone, I'm going to go with flower facts.
Flower facts.
Does that close it?
This will be the
Yeah,
last.
I'm going to close it.
Oh
Flower
man!
facts.
You are a bastard, sir.
An amazing Spider-Man number 417.
Mm-hmm.
Reader saw both Chakra and Scryer for the last time. Who killed who killed Scryer? A. Norman Osborn. B. Judas Traveler. C. Gaunt. D. Mr. Noct. Or E. Dr. Octopus.
What's he? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to say Judas Traveler.
Judas Traveler, is that your final answer?
I believe it is, since I've already mentioned it, but it's probably
all right. Judas Traveler is incorrect.
Yeah, because I figured I was. Yeah,
Zach,
Gaunt.
It was Gaunt.
AKA,
yeah, that was my second answer. Yeah,
also known as
the Robot Master. Yeah.
All right. So at the end of 3 rounds, Zach, of all people, Zach is in sole runaway possession of first place with 15 points. Brad and JR are tied at 5, and Ashley and Mike are bringing up the rear with -5 apiece. We're back to Brad. Brad, where are we going?
Is this the last Hulk one?
No, you got 2 more.
We got 2 more Spulk.
I'll take a Spulk.
All right. You'll get this one, Brad.
Oh, good.
Ashley, what were you saying?
No, my cat.
Oh,
Look at the cat just leapt up on the table back there.
that's not
That's like Tuesday.
That's something you have to have insurance for around Ashley's place.
When he doesn't
That cat is massive.
he slams his paws against the chalkboard, and so yeah.
Does he scrape his claws? That would be an awful sound.
He doesn't have claws.
Oh.
All right.
He just tries to make as much noise as he can.
4th question under Spulk.
Okay.
When Spider-Man and Superman found themselves working together again, Superman fought Hulk to a standstill, and the Wallcrawler failed to stop Wonder Woman from being kidnapped. What two villains did they wind up battling against in the end? A. Lex Luthor and Dr. Octopus. B. General Zod and Green Goblin. C. Doctor Doom and the Parasite. D. Metallo and Electro. Or E. Bizarro and Rhino.
What was the Doctor Doom and what was the other guy?
Doctor Doom and Parasite?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, sir.
C. Doctor Doom and the Parasite from 1981 is correct. From Marvel, what? Marvel Treasury?
Treasury 1, I guess.
Yeah, I think
Is that the second Superman one?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
second. That's why I said when they teamed up again.
That's right.
So Brad now climbs back up from 5 to 10. He's in second place behind Zach. And Zach, you're up.
Let's see. Oh no. I better not do Hulk Peter. Rowdy Roddy Kingsley.
Ooh,
Rowdy
yeah, that'd be a good
Roddy
one.
Kingsley. All right. First question this year from Rowdy Roddy Kingsley, a.k.a. he wore an ascot. In his first appearance in Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man number 43, what villain targeted Roderick Kingsley and his fashion empire? A. Diablo. B. Will-o'-the-Wisp. C. Belladonna. D. The Kingpin. Or E. Whirlwind.
Belladonna.
Belladonna, is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Belladonna's correct for 5 points. God almighty.
Zach, you going, son. You going.
All right. Brad now leads, has half of Zach's points, pardon me. As Zach climbs to 20 points. So again, sole possession of first place. And now we can turn it over to Ashley, who's tied for last at -5. Ashley, where we're going?
Let's go with another potpourri.
Potpourri. Third question under potpourri. What Spider-Villain action figure was released overseas? Ashley, overseas. By Mattel as part of their Series 2 Secret Wars action figures line from the mid-1980s.
Oh, wow.
So what Spider-Man villain action figure was released overseas by Mattel as part of their Series 2 Secret Wars action figures line from the mid-1980s? A. Hobgoblin. B. Dr. Octopus. C. Kingpin. D. The Lizard. Or E. Electro.
Don't you know?
B. Dr. Octopus?
B. Dr. Octopus. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Dr. Octopus is sadly incorrect. The correct answer was
I had a
Electro.
feeling from Brad.
Yeah.
You did it this time,
Final
Douglas.
answer, I'm so sorry.
I thought I knew the answer, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Electro. Yeah, he was only sold overseas. He was originally supposed to be part of Series 2 in America.
They had Iceman, and they had Iceman, Electro, and Constrictor.
Constrictor, yeah.
Constrictor. Those are the
And
three.
they came in packaging with Spanish on them, no matter where they wound up around the world.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so Ashley goes to -10, and we're back to JR this year, who's struggling with 5 points. JR, what's happening?
That's because he went to Star Comics suddenly with the Peter Porker category.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Star Comics, what's that?
No, we don't have a Star Comics category.
Peter Porker was published under Star Comics.
I know. I'm just
imprint.
saying. No, JR said, "Okay, I'll go to Star Comic," and I'm like, "We don't have a Star Comics."
No. I said, what was Star Comics? I didn't get the joke.
Oh, that's the
Okay.
one that had like Muppet Babies and all that crap.
Peter Porker.
Oh, yeah, Peter Porker.
All right. Well, let's see here. I'll take Rowdy Roddy.
Rowdy Roddy. All right. I figured you would wind up here.
Yeah. Me too.
Second question. JR, you'll get this. Who found the Osborne warehouse full of Norman's journals, weapons, and gear and alerted Kingsley? A. Lefty Donovan. B. The Foreigner. C. The Arranger. D. Georgie Hill. Or E. Jason McIndale.
Georgie Hill.
Georgie Hill is correct. And what happened to Georgie after that?
He got blown up.
He blew it up real good. All right, very good. JR climbs back
It's
up
not
to 10 points, huh?
Not quite like Georgie the Hero Realm Bear, though. That anyway.
No, not like Georgie the Hero Realm Bear. All right, very good, JR. You're on your way back up. You still got some work to do to catch up with Zach, but don't worry. Zach
I
will
know.
eventually.
Did Georgie die in like ASM 239 or 238 when he was Hobgoblin first introduced? Is that when they killed him?
Hobgoblin
Yeah.
blew him up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He told the Hobgoblin where the headquarters was, and then he just.
Yeah,
We didn't even know his last name until Goblin's at the Gate.
Mhm.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, when he was telling Norman about it.
Crazy.
All right, Mike, you're up. You're at -5. You're in last. You're
Well, no,
I'm sorry,
second
you're
to
second to
last.
last. Pardon me. Yeah, where are we
I'm
going?
very close. Well, since I think I have it out, since I'm attacking the bald men in this podcast, I'm going to go with Spulk this time to close that category out.
Oh, Mike, you shouldn't have done this. This is bad.
Oh, it probably
Maybe
is. I know.
this is where I would have gone if Mike wouldn't have. Okay, I'm
All
curious.
Spidey. Spidey once held. This is the last question under Spulk. Spidey once had help against a new Sinister Six team, and he had help from the Hulk, the Fantastic Four, Ghost Rider, Nova, Deathlock, and Solo.
Mm-hmm.
Solo.
They all fought on his side, stopping the Sinister Six. What other hero had been there but disappeared during the fight? A. Iron Fist. B. Captain America. C. Sleepwalker. D. Black Cat. Or E. Daredevil.
I'm going to go with Sleepwalker.
C.
Yep,
Sleepwalker.
yep.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is, because it's
All right.
totally a '90s thing.
All right. Okay, you're correct. And Brad, could we not get yep? While
Oh, so sorry. I can't.
you and Zach really need to rein it
I'm
in.
so sorry.
Yeah.
So sorry. But that's right. I knew it was right off the top.
I know you know it's right, Brad, but it's not. Let Mike answer
I'm
his
sorry.
question.
It's because
Oh,
I've
God.
actually read that series in the '90s, and I remember distinctly. Oh, this is very '90s because Sleepwalker was a big thing then.
Yeah, I remember him right on the Eric Larson's covers. Yep.
As bad as that whole arc was, yeah.
Yep.
It was almost Maximum Carnage bad, but not as quite.
Mm-hmm.
It really was. All right, we're back to Brad Eager Douglas.
I'm sorry. Better than 5 second Mike.
Yeah, it's true.
Hold the Peter, please.
Hold the Peter, please.
Yeah.
All right. Second question under Hold the Peter, please. In the origin of Swiney Girl, from Amazing Spider-Man Family Number 4, Amazing Spider-Man Family Number 4, 2009. Who gave Peter Porker of Earth 94024 a bionic foot after losing it in battle with the Green Gobbler? A. Iron Mouse. B. Weed Whiskers of the Fantastic Fur. C. Dr. Doom.
I forgot this was damn Spider-Ham. Okay. Okay. Go.
Well,
keep
too
going.
bad.
I know it. My bad.
D. Hank. What did I? Hank Pym. Okay, yeah. No, I didn't even come up with an animal name. I just said Hank Pym on D. Okay.
Well, we know that one's
Well, we know that one's not
Yeah,
right.
you know D's wrong. All right. 'Cause even when I screwed up myself, and I'm like, wait a minute, did I phone that one in?
Hank Peon. No, that's not a.
Or E. Mooster
Like Puma?
Fantastic.
Mooster Fantastic.
Mooster Fantastic. Is that what you said? Okay.
Yes, the choices are A. Iron Mouse, B. Weed Whiskers of the Fantastic Fur, C. Dr. Doom, D. Hank Pym, or E. Mooster Fantastic.
So you have 2 Reed Richards in there,
Which one is it?
and you have an. So
If it is even in there.
who would do a robotic foot that would make sense? I don't think Dr. Doom would do it because he's a bad guy. I think it's what my odds are improved that it's one of the Mr. Fantastics. I think it's the B, which you say it's what the where you
Weed
say the whole
Whiskers of
team.
Weed Whiskers.
Weed,
of the
weed
Fantastic
whiskers. Well, what
Okay.
kind of animal would that be though? What would a
Cat.
weed whisker? Oh, a
rat.
cat. Yeah.
You fool!
Okay.
Fur. Is that your final answer?
In honor of Ashley's big cat, I'm going with weed whiskers.
Weed Whiskers of the Fantastic Fur.
Fantastic fur.
Is
Yes.
correct.
Oh.
Because in the MC2 universe, Reed Richards, the big brain, helps him and Johnny help design his leg in the MC2 universe.
This is a bit of a trick question. And remember, in the first question, I started off. I was like, when we were, and I talked about Spider-Ham and Earth 8311. That's the default Spider-Ham universe from the 80s. And this one, I said in the origin of Swiney Girl, I said that comes from Earth 94024.
Yeah.
And that one, the Fantastic Four, in both timelines, in both Earths, the Fantastic Four are called the Fantastic Fur.
That's funny.
But over in this timeline with Swiney Girl, they're all cats. And the other one, in the original one, Mr. Fantastic was originally from the other Reed Richards, obvious Reed Richards. Was originally from the one in 8311.
You know, all this cat talk, when Ashley got out of her chair, the cat was intently listening to what George was saying. Like, look at that cat. Like, oh, there's cat talk.
You might say that Peter Porker is his favorite category.
Oh.
I wish I would have got that question because I would have gotten that right.
Wow, that was pretty good, George.
All right, Brad.
I love Swiney Girl.
Brad climbs up to 15 points, only 5 behind Zach, who is leading the pack at 20. Zach, where are we taking? Where are we going? Where are you taking us?
Hold the Peter, please.
Oh, you're going to Spider-Ham. We just lost Ashley.
Third question. What was the name of the Daily Bugle that what was the name of the Daily Bugle employee that Peter Porker was attracted to?
Okay.
A, Caddy Brandt. B, Ratty Brandt. C, Batty Brandt. D, Natty Brandt. Or E, Amy Fowle.
Those are all awesome. They could all work.
Oh, man. I want to say, what was the first two?
Caddy Brandt, and then B was Ratty Brandt.
Caddy Brandt.
Caddy Brandt, is that your final answer?
That is.
Caddy Brandt is incorrect. The correct answer, of course, is C, Batty Brandt.
Batty Brandt. Oh, okay.
The fans, Zach, want to know, what are those flashing lights reflecting on your door? What are those? You're in Vegas, so I imagine it's like neon.
Yeah, it's some neon. It's the Ferris wheel outside.
Oh, the Ferris wheel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up is Ashley.
Here she is.
Oh, here she is. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Coming for a dramatic return.
All right, Ashley. Zach just went and lost, so now he and Brad are tied at 15. You are in sole command of last place at -10. What do you pick?
I'll go for another dip of that potpourri.
Potpourri. Very good. Fourth question under potpourri. After this one, we only have one question left. Before he was on Broadway turning off the dark, what theme park had its own Spider-Man musical in 1999?
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
A, Six Flags. B, Disney. C, Butlins. D, Dollywood. Or E, Knott's Berry Farm.
Okay. No, it can't be Six Flags because their partnership is with Warner Brothers. It could have been Disney. I want to go with one of the obscure ones. What were C and E again?
C was Butlins, and E was Knott's Berry Farm.
Let's go with Butlins.
Butlins. Are you familiar with what Butlins is?
Nope.
Okay. Well, Butlins is correct.
Wow.
Ooh.
Butlins is
in this one, George.
Butlins is a chain.
I guess you could say I had a butt feeling.
Oh, God. There's the snort.
She snorted so hard she almost broke her neck. Wow.
But I object. What was Butlins?
All right. Butlins is a chain of theme parks over in England.
Wow.
A lot of them closed towards like the mid 80s, late 80s, early 90s. And then they've only got 3 of them still left. But Butlins, and all 3 of the locations that are still left, because this was 1999, had a Spider-Man musical called Spider-Man on Stage. And I actually have a YouTube link to the song there.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh,
That came from, you could actually buy the soundtrack on CD there at Butlins. I'd never heard of Butlins before I did research for this. And you guys, as soon as I said this, you guys were probably, oh yeah, Universal. That's why I said in 1999.
Wow.
And they never did a musical. They just had the ride.
Universal did. No, it was called Spider-Man Rocks.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yep. Started, I think, in 2001 and 2002.
Wow.
Yeah, because I actually went to Spider-Man Rocks.
It was bad, and I put a video of it on our Discord. At one point, Green Goblin and Spider-Man fight with like staffs, like pole arms.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not good. It's not.
I'd hope they would fight with axes, like guitars. If it's Spider-Man rocks,
bro.
All right, so Ashley goes back up to -5. Very good, Ashley. Very well done. I'm
Very
I'm
good.
very, very proud
It's
of
almost
you.
like you pulled that out of somewhere.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, I got another one.
God, you're gonna
Collect
wind up
them
killing
all.
her. All right, so and I was for whatever reason I said Knoxberry Farm. It is of course Knott's Berry Farm. I don't know why I was saying Knoxberry Farm, but
No.
Sorry.
all right. So after Ashley, we go back to Mike for the bottom of the round. Mike
Isn't
is
it
climbed
JR?
back to 0. Oh no,
Isn't
I'm
it
sorry.
JR?
Yeah, it is JR. My bad.
JR's
You're right.
turn.
You're right. My bad. If only we'd gone in order of I wouldn't
And
have
next time in 2020, just say, Brad, you're wrong. We're doing it this way because people have dropped from the call, and now I have no idea what order we're in.
For my own sanity, George, we have to do it this way.
When we started this YouTube channel, George was right under me. He's slowly moved to the right. Ashley's where George was. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. So, JR is in third place with 10 points. JR, where we're going?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to hope my buddy Rowdy Roddy can help me out again because I'm starting to panic.
Rowdy Roddy. Okay. Third question under Rowdy Roddy. JR, who was the first hero to face the Hobgoblin alongside Spidey? A, Daredevil. B, Prowler. C, Black Cat. D, Puma. Or E, Punisher?
Black Cat.
Black Cat is, of course, correct from Spectacular Spider-Man number 85, 1983. JR, very good.
That was the
That's
first
the one
issue.
where the Hobgoblin got his powers.
I think that was the first time the Hobgoblin was outside of Amazing, too, if I remember correctly.
I think you're right.
It was. It was only like his third appearance at that point. I
Yeah,
think.
it was real early. But it was Felicia Hardy.
All right, JR climbs up. Brad and Zach stinks. JR climbs up. We have a third-way tie now again for first place.
Oh man, I gotta step my game up.
And we're going to well, since we have a three-way tie for first, we're going to I guess technically we'd still go to fourth place. Fourth place is Mike. Mike, what's up? 0 points,
Well,
Mike. Where are we going?
Okay, we're going to close out Potpourri.
Oh wow! All right. Are we closing out Potpourri?
I think we are. Sure.
Last question under Potpourri. In 1989, Austrian rock singer Falco records "Rock Me Amadeus." No, I'm kidding.
Amadeus.
In 1989,
Baby. Sorry.
in 1989, that's my fault. That's on me. That's my fault. I'm the one that did that. I couldn't help it. After I said 1989, I was like, you want to say it. You want to say Austrian rock singer Falco records "Rock Me Amadeus." All right.
Amadeus. Oh,
In 1989, Paragon Software released a video game for home computers
Mm-hmm.
in which Dr. Doom was confronted by Spider-Man and who? A, the Human Torch. B, Captain America. C, the Falcon. D, Hawkeye. Or E, the Hulk.
I'm going to go with Hawkeye on this one because I think I know what this is.
That's your
That's
final
my
answer?
final answer. I think I know what
Hawkeye
this
is incorrect. The correct answer, of course,
Cap.
is Captain America.
Oh,
And
okay.
Spider-Man was Captain America
Because
versus
I was thinking
Dr.
of
Doom.
another video game where you played as Hawkeye, Black Cat, and I think there was another.
That was
What?
the Avengers.
So-
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were
Okay.
talking about that Spider-Man arcade game. You were Namor, Black Cat,
Yeah,
and
that's what
Spider-Man.
I was thinking of.
All right.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after 3 rounds, we have a 3-way tie between Brad, Zach, and JR for
And
first
a two-
place, and a 2-way tie for last place with Ashley and Mike at -5. We're back to the top of the round. Brad, what do you want?
I'll take. Is this the last Kingsley question?
We have 2 more Roddy Kingsley.
I'll take a hobgoblin, please.
All right. 4th question. Where did Roderick Kingsley retire after manipulating Norman Osborn into freeing him and escaping? A, Trinidad. B, Belize. C, Isla Bonita. D, Isla Suerto. Or E, Hawaii.
Zach, you sound like you know it really well.
I know it.
Too bad it's not Zach's question, Brad.
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Okay, one more time.
A, Trinidad. B, Belize. C, Isla Bonita. D, bless you. D, Isla Suerto. Or E, Hawaii.
I have a picture of him. He's on a beach, and that could be any of these any of these answers.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that just sticks out to me, I want to say the last one, but I think it's too easy. I don't think it's Hawaii.
Okay.
I think it's Belize.
Belize.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, sir.
Belize is incorrect.
Oh.
If I had asked you where did Roderick Kingsley get dual citizenship, what country?
I don't know that one either.
That would have been correct. That was Belize, which I believe was where it was born. JR.
I don't remember.
I think so. The correct answer was D, Isla Suerto.
I would have never gotten that one.
Number 261, which is funny because Isla Suerto was, I think, established as a place in Iron Man the year before, or around that same time. But in the issue, they actually said Isla Suerte.
Okay,
which was incorrect. And
I do have the visual right. He is drinking a drink on the beach,
yeah,
right?
he was talking about Belize.
Yeah, he's on a beach.
Oh, he was talking about Belize.
Yeah,
but he was in Isla Suerto.
Yeah, but I got the location wrong. That's why I thought it was Belize. Brad, too.
JR, you got that one? You think you had that one?
No, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, that was hard, man.
So Brad stumbles, falls to second place. Zach still tied for first with JR. Zach, what's up? Where we're going?
Let's do name that story. Nobody's touched that yet.
Everyone's terrified to name my story. Everyone remembers it from the last time.
Yeah, we have PTSD, sir.
All right, name that story. First question in Shashan's first appearance. Flash Thompson's time in Vietnam came back to haunt him when he was targeted by the Giant One. What was the name of the story? A, So Long Saigon. B, Vengeance from Vietnam. C, Haunted by Hanoi. D, Tour of Duty. Or E, The War at Home.
Oof, that's hard. Oof.
I think it's Vengeance from Vietnam, but that's my final answer.
B is your final. Well, that was really quick. B is your final answer. Vengeance from Vietnam.
Yeah,
good because it's right.
Yeah,
Amazing Spider-Man number 108.
Look at you, brother.
I just remember JR making fun of that issue, and
that's what I remember too. Actually,
so,
wait a minute, that doesn't narrow it down. JR makes a lot of fun of all of them,
but like especially because like that was like one that another sandwich flashed by Wov. So
because there's something terribly wrong about making a sandwich for your spouse.
JR even makes fun of Kraven's Last Hunt, as evidenced in this month's Spider History.
Dude, that's true.
All right. Next up is Ashley, who is tied for last with Mike. Ashley, where we're going?
All right. Let's do another bad villains.
Bad villains. I think this is only the second. No, this is the third question. Okay.
Yep.
What bad Spider-Man villain grew up in the St. Estes home for boys after the death of his mother?
Oh.
A, the Jackal. B, Cletus Cassidy. C, Kingpin. D, Full Killer. Or E, the Beetle. Do you need those repeated?
A, the Jackal.
A, the Jackal. Is that your final answer?
Let's do it.
A, the Jackal is incorrect. The correct answer is, and Brad, I heard you snorting because I think that you thought you knew it.
No, it was me.
I didn't snort.
Was that you, Zach?
I have no idea what the answer is.
I went, and then I just went like this, and then.
I think I know what it is.
All right,
I did
Zach.
shake my head when she said Jackal because I knew that was wrong.
Zach, who did you think it was?
Cletus Cassidy.
The correct answer was Cletus Cassidy. C.
The key is
King-
bad villains, folks.
Yeah. So you could have eliminated C right off the bat.
I forgot all symbiotes
Well,
are bad villains.
I lump Jackal into bad villains. Absolutely, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I
But
know that, but
Kingpin
yeah.
was kind of your gimme. I mean, you knew it wasn't Kingpin because Kingpin's not a bad villain. But the
Right.
rest of them, I mean, they're all Shitsville.
Well,
So-
what about Beetle though? She, it depends on which Beetle you.
So was Cletus Cassidy the correct answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. So Ashley falls to -10. Next, we go back up to JR. JR, you've got to answer this one correct to stay up with Zach.
Or I'll
This
stick
is
to
familiar
Brad.
territory there, Fettinger.
Yeah, I'll have to go with my buddy Roddy. Hopefully, he won't let me down.
He screwed
that
me over in
closes
Belize.
All
That
right.
closes the category out.
This is the last question under Roddy Kingsley. JR, you will absolutely get this.
Oh, great.
There's no question.
Who dug too deep for the truth of Hobgoblin's identity, leading them to being kidnapped by the Hobgoblin before he was finally revealed to be Roderick Kingsley? A. Flash Thompson. B. Betty Brant. C. Mary Jane. D. Harry Osborn. Or E. Jacob Conover.
Wait a minute. What's that again? He dug-
Okay. Who dug too deep for the truth of Hobgoblin's identity, leading them to be kidnapped by the Hobgoblin before the Hobgoblin was finally revealed to be Roderick Kingsley?
Okay.
A. Flash Thompson. B. Betty Brant. C. Mary Jane. D. Harry Osborn. Or E. Jacob Conover.
I know this one too.
Oh Lord.
I'm with you, JR. It could go several ways.
I 100% know this one too. So
I'm going to go with Betty.
Betty, is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It was a good one, Betty
that
Brant's
was a good
correct
one.
from
Yeah, it was
Hobgoblin
Betty.
Lives, number 3.
Hobgoblin lit. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause remember the phrasing of the question right before Roderick
Before-
was revealed.
were revealed.
Oh,
Right.
so and he
Betty
wasn't
wasn't
revealed
definite.
until that mini.
And he wasn't
Yep.
revealed until that mini. That's
Ah.
right.
Right.
Literally
Right.
revealed a few pages later.
Yep.
Aha!
Run by
All right, so
Who drew
JR
that?
and Jack this year in a deadly game of cat and mouse at 20 points apiece. Mike, you're up.
You know what? I'm going to try some bad villains since I'm kind of doing badly right now. So
Bad
that's-
villains. All right.
5-second McNulty.
Yeah.
Fourth question under bad villains. What alter ego personality did Shathra assume when she baited Spider-Man into a fight?
Oh my gosh, I read this too.
A. Debbie Fairbanks. B. Sharon Keller. C. Amy Miller. D. Teresa Smith. Or E. Rachel Benton.
Oh, I think I'm going to try to go with A on this one.
Debbie
It's been
Fairbanks?
a while since I've read this, but yeah. Mhm.
A. Debbie Fairbanks. Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
A. Debbie Fairbanks is incorrect. The correct
Yeah.
answer was B. Sharon Keller.
Yeah.
Killer. Yeah.
Debbie Fairbanks, Amy Miller, Teresa Smith, and Rachel Benton were all girls I went to college with.
Oh wow. Okay.
And you should
Yeah.
come on, McNulty. It's Shathra. You got to go.
Yeah, I know.
alliterative.
It's been a while since I've read it. And I'm thinking, oh wait, I know this, and I'm like
That's
thinking,
right.
All right. So on
Excuse me.
one end of the spectrum, we have a deadly game of Spider and Mouse for first place between Zach and JR at the end of round 3 at 20 points apiece. We have a deadly game of Spider and Mouse at the other end of the spectrum with Ashley and Mike battling it out for who can get the least amount of points.
Amount of
Both are
points.
neck and 10 right now, and somewhere in the middle, stuck in mediocrity. Not really not really applying himself one way or the other. And
Thanks a lot.
we start the next round with Brad. Brad, you're up.
What? So we've got team up left, bad villain, hold the Peter, name that story, ladies' night left. Is that right?
Team up hasn't been touched.
Yeah, Team
Bad
Up
villains
hasn't
has
been
one
touched.
more. Bad
Yeah.
villains has one more left. Hold the pleader, please has 2 more. Name that story has 4 more, and Ladies' Night has 3 more.
Okay.
Ladies' night.
And ladies' night is just ladies involved with Spider-Man that like in his universe.
Mhm.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, ladies' night. Third question: who was Mary Jane's sister Gail married to?
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
You guys just talked about this too.
A. Timothy Burns. B. Robert Maxwell. C. Pedro Salinas. D. Tommy Thomas. Or E. Steve Lee.
Good God. All right, 3 of those you went to college with. Maybe 4, maybe 5. I don't even know. You said them so fast. I can't
I
tell
think
which
JR
one.
knows.
Timothy Burns.
Okay.
B. Robert Maxwell.
Burns.
C. Pedro Salinas. D. Tommy Thomas. Or E. Steve Lee.
God, they all.
I killed JR.
I'm too old for this. You're gonna blow out my
Give me a
pacemaker.
heart attack.
Danny Glover. I knew that one. I don't know this one. God dang it. Second to last one. What's that name?
Second to last name was Tommy Thomas.
I like the alliteration of Tommy Thomas because comics like alliteration, like Peter Parker, Bruce Banner,
Right.
Brad's. Never mind. All right, blowing it. There you go. I couldn't get the B to B. That one. I'm
what's
going
your
with that one because I absolutely have no.
D. Tommy
clue.
Thomas.
I got no clue. It's a guess.
D. Tommy Thomas is your answer.
Sure.
Tommy Thomas is incorrect. The correct answer is, of course, who knows this?
Of course.
Timmy?
The first one, Timmy Burns.
Timmy.
Timmy Burns.
Burns.
You guys talked about. One of you guys talked about this? I think.
Yeah, but Brad
recently?
doesn't listen to that crap.
Okay, fine.
I don't.
All right, so
Oh no, I read.
As
I
soon as
heard.
Brad talks
that's
about
right,
it,
I
he
heard about
forgets
this on
about it.
Comic Pop.
So
Okay.
the others, Robert Maxwell, Pedro Salinas, Tommy Thomas, and Steve Lee were all people I worked at Best Buy with in the 90s.
Exactly. I knew it. I knew it.
So Brad falls to 5 points, still stuck in the middle. Stuck in the middle.
Middle
with
with
Brad.
you.
And we go to Zach and Zach, who's currently tied for first place and fighting for his life with a JR that is hot
I
on
know,
his
man.
By the way,
This is-
Zach has not missed a question. If I
I
has he?
missed one.
Yeah,
you
Zach,
missed one?
Zach and JR both have missed one.
Okay.
Let's do ladies' night.
Did me so well.
I haven't known that one, so let's see what this one.
Ladies' night. Fourth question. What cult was Betty Brant once part of?
Oh, I know that one.
Well, it's not your question. Shush.
Damn it.
We
Why
could have
couldn't I
switched
miss
questions,
one?
Douglas.
A, the Unification Church of the United States, also known as the Moonies. B, Family International. C, the Cult of Love. D, Scientology. Or E, Heaven's Gate.
Cult of Love.
Cult of
Yes.
Love. Is that your final answer? Of
That
course
is my
it
final answer.
Cult of Love is correct.
What was the first answer? What did you make up? What was that?
That's not made up. Unification
No, those
Church
are-
of the
these
United
are
States,
all-
Brad.
These are all. The other 4 are all real cults.
The other 4 are all legitimate cults.
Oh my God! I thought you were in those in college or
I
something.
haven't said their nicknames, the Moonies, Brad.
Yeah.
Hey, George, you realize we're going to get demonetized by the Scientologists, right?
Oh,
yeah,
my gosh!
totally.
I thought you made all that up.
Nope.
No.
God.
Those are all real cults. Heaven's Gate wiped itself out in the 90s with the Hellbound Comet. Remember that was like the mass suicide thing where like the people had themselves castrated anyway.
Yeah.
They're
All
all
right,
wearing
so,
Nike. They're all wearing Nikes, I think, weren't they?
God dang it! I knew Cult of Love. Come on.
I knew Timmy, Douglas.
I'll trade you me for a Cult of Love any day.
All right, so we go over there. Zach climbs up in the first place, 25, with putting more pressure on JR.
Good.
All right, and
The old man out, Zach.
so now we go over to Ashley, who's tied for last place with Mike. Ashley, what do you want?
Do we have any more in ladies' night?
Yeah. One more.
There's one more in ladies' night.
Let's do.
All right,
cults
let's
and
take it
guys
out.
George went to college with.
All right, Ashley. When Glory Grant first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man in 1975, what D-list villains appeared in the issue? A, Big Wheel and Stiltman. B, Jackal and Grizzly. C, the Lobo Brothers. D, White Rabbit and Plant Man. or E, Fool Killer in Blizzard?
I want to go with Stiltman.
Stiltman and Big Wheel. Is that your final answer?
Big Wheel. Let's go with them.
Big Wheel and Stiltman is incorrect. The correct answer was, of course, Jackal and Grizzly.
Yep.
From Amazing Spider-Man number 140.
Yep.
And remember, you have to take my perceived biases into. I've always said that.
Yep.
If I say sucky villain,
I knew as soon as
there, that's a legit option because Jackal is a sucky ass villain. All right.
Did you even think that in the 70s?
What?
Or did you think Jackal was a bad villain?
Yes, he was one of the lamest villains I could ever think of as a kid.
Really?
Then. Oh, God. Even as a child, I was not.
I thought your mind might have been changed in the 90s when all the clone stuff
he dances around in a green hairy suit.
Yeah. He's basically
he's like a diaper.
He's basically a discount Green Goblin in some of those issues.
Yeah, he kind of was. He was like a try hard.
Even I'll admit to that.
JR, discount Green Goblin, Jackal.
I wouldn't even give him that much credit.
Damn, JR.
All right.
That hurts.
Speaking of JR, you're up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you've got to answer this one correctly. You're going to fall behind Spidey, dude.
Which is almost as humiliating as falling behind to Brad.
Give him a cult question and
let's go with bad villains.
Bad villains. Which bad villain was formerly a drug dealer? A, Grizzly. B, Spot. C, Shriek. D, Judas Traveler. Or E, Vulture.
Okay, run those by me again.
A, Grizzly. B, Spot. C, Shriek. D, Judas Traveler. Or E, Vulture.
Process of elimination. I have to go with Shriek.
Shriek, is that your final answer?
Yeah, afraid so.
Good, because it's right.
That's correct.
Ooh. Because Grizzly was a wrestler.
Right.
Vulture worked in an electronics store or whatever, or he was an electronics whiz. Judas Traveler is just
lame.
Hey, he's dumb as hell. He's dumb as hell. I'm a Clone Saga fan, and even I know that Judas Traveler sucks donkey balls.
So, okay. Oh, okay.
There you go. You're tied.
He's going to have a heart attack before the...
Yeah, and it was revealed during a fight between Spider-Man and her and Cloak and Dagger. And it was revealed that Cloak brought her, absorbed her into the Cloak one time and it drove her nuts. Mm-hmm. And that was, they did that back when she was a drug dealer.
Yep.
So, all right, JR climbs back up to 25 points with Zach neck and neck. Fighting like expert swordsmen, except that it's JR and Zach.
Well, I suppose that if I lose to Zach or tie with Zach or even lose, won't be as humiliating as tying with Brad. So
yeah, and you don't have anything to worry about from Brad because Brad's already blown it by now.
Yeah, Brad, unless we blow it on Final Jeopardy, that's the only way Brad.
I hate George and all the guys he went to college with.
I haven't mentioned any of the guys I went to college with. I mentioned guys I worked with at Best Buy.
Your
Girls I went to
girls you went
to.
This is why you're at 5 points.
Hates everybody that's met you.
All right.
There's Brad just crying over there.
So
in the
next
corner.
we go over to a Spectacular Mike, who's duking it out with Ashley for last place.
And with that handicap of 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if I could go down another 5. Let's see. We'll try to go with some name that story this time.
Name that
None of these categories are great.
All right. Mirage interrupted Ned and Betty's wedding in this 1976 classic. What was the name of the story? A, on a clear day, you can see the mirage. B, here, there, and everywhere. C, double vision. D, smoke and mirrors. Or E, with this ring, IV kill.
That would be E.
E, with this ring, IV kill.
It's probably not right, but I'm gonna go with E.
That sounds like JR's wedding.
It sounds like a kick-ass title, doesn't it? With this ring, IV kill. It's some cool shit I made up. It's not the answer.
I know.
Hey, on a clear day, you can see the Mirage. Amazing
Spider-Man. Because it's got to have the name of the villain in the title.
Come on, McNulty.
I know it's his 5 second.
Hour,
it's his 5 second handicap I put on myself.
That's your own dumbassery.
I know it is.
All right. All right. So at the end of the round,
I wanted to give Brad a fighting chance, but he's not keeps disappointing me.
So at the end of the round, the positions, nothing has changed. We still have a two-way tie for first.
He's working, huh?
With Zach and JR duking it out for supremacy. On the other end, we have Ashley and Mike duking it out for not supremacy.
Yeah.
And in the middle again,
Superiority?
completely average is Brad Douglas. All right. Brad, you're back up.
Nobody's touched team up. Let's touch it.
Ooh,
That sounds bad.
That's what he said.
that sounds awful. All right.
That sounds like a really weird time.
In Marvel Team Up
Doesn't
Annual,
sound consensual.
number 4. Spidey, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil, and Moon Knight
Thank you,
wind
Ashley.
up together against the purple. All right, and Marvel Team Up Annual number 4. Spidey, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil, and Moon Knight wind up together against the Purple Man. But who was the Purple Man working for? A. Heinrich von Schnickelsnap.
I snorted, Ashley.
B. The Magia. C. The Kingpin. D. Hydra. Or E. Nicholas Scratch.
Nicholas Scratch. And what's the Nickel Man? Oh, God. Those two are out.
The Nickel Man?
The Nicholas. What's the first one?
Where did you get Nickel Man? No one said Nickel Man.
You said Nickel Man.
I said Nicholas Scratch.
Nicholas Scratch. Okay. Well, that Nicholas is out. No scratch for him. The last one
The choices were A. Heinrich von Schnickelsnap.
No, not him.
B. The Magia.
Maybe.
C. The Kingpin.
D.
Hydra.
Maybe.
Or E. Nicholas Scratch.
It's Hydra the Magia. Which one is it? I don't think it's Hydra. I think it's Magia. Snickle Snatch or Snickle Snatch. That's a bad movie. I'm going Magia, baby. Magia.
Is that your final answer?
Why not?
The Magia is incorrect. The correct answer is, of course, the Kingpin. And Heinrich von Schnickelsnap was actually a character from that issue. I'm dead serious. Heinrich von Schnickelsnap.
Snickle Snatch is in a book.
He worked for Kingpin. Kingpin sent him out to kill the Purple Man.
My ass. What the hell? Snickle Snatch.
Schnickle Snap.
Oh, snap!
No, you keep,
Don't make me throw. Oh man,
you're hearing Snatch because that's all you want to hear, Douglas. You're a terrible human being.
That was bad.
All right.
I hated that question so much.
By the
I ran
way,
out.
Fear the Beans and YouTube chat definitely. Spider-Jeopardy, where you know everyone else's questions and their points don't matter.
It's like
Yes.
whose line is it anyway?
You know, half of these, when I get the Snickle Snatch, I don't know crap.
All right. So,
God dang it.
What do we have left?
all right. So Brad climbs down to 0 points.
Oh.
Zach, you're back.
Yeah, sorry.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah, by the way, how many questions do we have left?
You still got questions under Team Up. You've still got questions under Name That Story. You've still got
Hold the
questions
Peter,
under Hold the Peter, please. Still questions under. That's it.
those are the three categories. Yeah.
That's it.
All right, so let's do Name That Story.
Name That Story.
Thank you, Ashley.
Yes.
Third question. Mary Jane returned to Peter's life using her key to let herself into Peter's apartment in time
I know this one.
in time to see Amy Powell kissing him. What was the name of this Roger Stern story from 1983? A. Blast from the Past. B. Confrontations. C. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. D. Old Flames. Or E. 50 Ways to Leave Your Spider.
Repeat the questions again.
The question
I mean, the answers.
or the answers?
The whole
Answers,
damn
please.
thing.
The answers, please.
A. Blast from the Past. B. Confrontations. C. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. D. Old Flames. Or E. 50 Ways to Leave Your Spider.
I'm going to say A.
A. Blast from the Past. Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
It is incorrect. Brad, what was the correct answer?
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Oh, it was A. Oh, man.
Confrontations.
No, it wasn't.
Confrontation.
Confrontation. Oh, I'm
Confrontation.
screwed.
They are new.
Okay.
Confrontations. All right. So
Crap. Now I'm in.
Zach falls and is vulnerable now.
Oh.
Is vulnerable
Ooh.
to JR's advance.
Now you got your snickle and a snatch now.
Boom.
Speaking of not advancing at this
All
point.
right. Ashley,
Don't
you are
smash,
tied for Ashley, you are tied for last with Mike. Where are we going?
Good Lord.
I'll go with hold the Peter, please.
Hold the Peter, please. This is the fourth
wanna
question.
hold-
After this, we only have one more question. Hold the Peter, please. What cameo character did Spider-Ham 2099 Piguel O'Malley immediately collide with when he venturing out as a crime fighter for the first time? In the same issue, he also collided with Pun Fisher 2099. later on.
I remember that.
This was the person that he first collided with when Spider-Ham 2099 set off to fight crime. A. Duck Dodgers. B. Bucky O'Hare. C. Star Fox. D. George Jetson. Or E. Silver Squirrel.
Can I get this one more time?
A. Duck Dodgers. B. Bucky O'Hare. C. Star Fox. D. George Jetson. Or E. Silver Squirrel.
Bucky O'Hare.
Bucky O'Hare, is that your final answer?
Let's do it.
Bucky O'Hare is incorrect. The correct answer is, does anyone know this?
No.
Hell no.
It's probably. I think it's the fourth one actually.
It was George Jetson from What the
Wait.
number 26. He even says Mr. Spacely.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, what the?
All right. So Ashley falls to negative 20.
I think I've only read one issue.
Almost
of what
daring Mike to follow behind her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we go up to JR. JR, who could increase his lead here.
Uh-oh.
Oh God. Well, I'm going to go with name that story.
Oh,
We still have team up left, JR.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of it doesn't work to a category that's subnamed Second JR. Kind of
Okay.
gives me bad connotations.
You're the one that usually does the best in it, but okay. All right.
No, I don't know. Team Up's been a weak spot with me, but anyway, go ahead.
Name that
Name that
story.
story.
Fourth question. After this, there's only one more question, and name that story. I know you're also sad.
And the Peter Porker are the hardest.
I can hear the disappointment. Both Silvermane and Man Mountain Marco made their first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man in 1969. What was the name of the story? A. Magia Meltdown. B. That's Amore. C. 16 Tons. D. Something Borrowed, Someone Killed. Or E. The Web Closes.
E, the web closes.
E. The Web Closes. Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
Good, because that's correct. Amazing Spider-Man number 73.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That's
JR.
impressive.
Well done, JR.
And in the late game,
Very
JR
good.
begins to assert his dominance as Spider Yoda.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Do not. There is no try.
Like the alpha trivia male he is.
Mm.
All right.
And I'm stuck with snatches or whatever it is. Snickles.
All right. Mike, Spectacular Mike, you are currently in fourth place at negative 15. Where are we going?
Okay. Let's go with the team up. Let's go with
Team
that.
up. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Or also known as
Second JR.
Second JR. Yeah.
Spider-Man and Hercules battled the City Stealers when they tried to attach Manhattan to a nuclear-powered submarine and escape. Why were the City Stealers trying to steal Manhattan? This, of course, is the famous issue where Hercules
Pulls the whole island.
pulls the entire island behind him.
Yeah.
Back in the
Okay.
day.
Okay. I don't think I read this one.
A. Well, you didn't miss much.
This is what's an all-time classic, though.
When JR says that Team Up sucked, this is the kind of thing JR is referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of the bottom of the barrel. Yeah.
Yeah, this was not the salad days of the Claremont Burn stuff.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. All right. So A, for experimental test subjects. B, for subjects to rule over. C, for cash. D, for fame. Or E, to test the might of their cybernetic exoskeletons.
5, 4, 3, I'm going to go with B.
B
Although-
for subjects to rule over.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your final answer.
I guess so. It's
I
one
know.
of the.
I know.
Yeah, it's one of the.
It is unfortunately incorrect. JR, do
Correct.
you remember this?
Yeah, for cash.
For cash.
Yeah,
They were going
that
to
was-
ransom it for $2 billion to the Americans.
Okay.
$2 billion.
The cash ones just sounded just so stupid. I'm thinking that could have been it, but then I'm
Dude,
thinking,
it was like the 1970s. Mike.
Yeah, I was like,
All right. So we're at the end of this round. And here's the thing. If you've got points, you've either got 20, nothing, or negative 20.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. No, JR's got 30. No, I'm off my rocker. JR's got 30. I take that all back. JR's got 30. Zach is in second with 20. Brad is in third with nothing. Absolutely nothing to show
A
for
lifetime supply of nothing.
and tied for last is Ashley and Mike. We're back up to Brad. Brad, you've got to do something.
You sure I don't have 1 point?
You don't have any points. You don't have any points at all. You have no points.
After this one, I hope to have 5. Let's go to team up.
Team up. Third question. When Spider-Man and Ghost Rider teamed up against the Orb,
Yeah.
what supporting character were they then trying to rescue? A. Mary Jane. B. Glory Grant. C. Roxanne Simpson. D. Betty Brant. Or E. Joe Robertson.
I remember the cover. I remember Spider-Man's on the track. Ghost Rider's riding. There's a train behind him. And I am going to... So I don't remember on the origin of Ghost Rider if Roxanne died in his origin or not. Or was that his father, or am I thinking of Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider? Is Roxanne alive or not? That is the question. Because that's the one that I'm leaning towards. Because why would Ghost Rider be involved in a Spider-Man comic unless one of his loved ones was involved? Because
Come on, Ghost Rider expert.
Roxanne, you don't turn on a red light is my answer.
Roxanne Simpson.
Yeah.
Correct. From Marvel Team Up number 15.
Roxanne.
Mary Jane was in the issue wearing platform
Yeah.
shoes. And
So help me with my
Bell
Ghost Rider history. Did he sacrifice his soul for Roxanne or his dad?
His
Ghost
dad.
Rider. His dad. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
So
crashed
Nick Cage's movie got it right.
Yep.
And Roxanne was his love interest in the Ghost Rider book.
Eva Mendes.
Whatever happened to Roxanne? And
She's dead. She's dead now. She's dead.
how'd she
She's dead.
die? What happened to her?
90s.
Well, that was Danny Ketch. So I maybe
I
at
don't
the end of-
remember, but she's dead. Like she had a kid and she's like legit dead. Like she's like
Okay.
dead, like moved on, like in heaven, not coming back. Happy to be in heaven.
All right, Roxanne.
All right. So next up we go to Zach, who's 10 points now. This is what this is the kind of swing you happen. If you answer something wrong, you're tied with somebody. You answer wrong, they answer right. Boom, they're 10 points ahead of you. Zach, you've got 10 points to make up and only one question to do it with.
I know. Let's do name that story.
Name that story. This is the last question under Name That Story.
Yeah.
J. Jonah Jameson's famous astronaut son came after his father in Spider-Man, marking the first appearance of Jonah's son as the Man-Wolf. What was the name of this story from 1973? A. Man-Wolf of Midtown. B. Mark of the Man-Wolf. C. My Son the Man-Wolf. D. The Man-Wolf from Outer Space. Or E. How much is that Man-Wolf in the window?
I don't like it.
My Son the Man-Wolf.
My Son the Man-Wolf. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
My Son the Man-Wolf is incorrect. The correct answer
Mark,
Yes, Mark of the
Mark of the
Man-Wolf.
Man-Wolf.
You know
One of the
Spider-Man
first-
number 124.
George, you
And
know
I
why
know-
we know that?
We've covered
Because
it.
Well, the reason I know it is from the Power record. This
Same here.
is the mark of the
Man-Wolf.
Man-Wolf.
Yeah.
Put it on the record, the LP. I remember
Yep.
that.
That was one of the records thing I own too.
Because it was
All right. So
I
Zach
told
stumbles
him
further.
should have. You know.
Now has half the points JR does. Ashley, you're up still in a deadly game of cat and mouse for last place with Mike.
Which means JR is not going to bet anything in Spider
Oh yeah.
if Title Jeopardy. He's like, nope, I'm preserving the win.
All right. Ashley, you're up.
What do we have left? Team up and hold the Peter, please.
We got team up and hold the Peter, please.
Let's hold the Peter.
Hold the Peter, please.
With a side of bacon.
Which Spider-Ham villain once kidnapped country and western warbler Barbara Mandrell?
Oh, wow.
Barbara Mandrill.
A, the Green Gobbler. B, the Hate Mongrel. C, the Hobgobbler. D, Moosterio. Or E, the Submarsupial.
That's hysterical. Oh,
Oh my god.
indeed. I
Do
agree.
you need them repeated?
Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Dios mío.
No,
I'm gonna say Mysteria just because I want it so bad to be Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Okay. Is that what you want to say?
Mysterio.
Moosterio is incorrect. The correct answer is, of course,
Green
the
Goblin?
Hobgobbler
Oh.
from Peter Porker Spectacular Spider-Ham number
Hobgobbler.
15.
Is Mysterio the name of the character, or did you make it up?
Moosterio is an actual,
Okay,
Nice.
is an
good.
actual villain. I didn't make any of
So
those names up.
close.
Those are all
I just need
actual.
Mysterio to be real.
Hey, Ashley and Zach, can you tilt your cameras down a little bit? There you
Moosterio. There were two different Mysterio.
There you go.
One was
Thank you.
Moosterio, and the other one was Mysterio.
Mystery Ape.
I like Mysterio a little better.
Mystery Ape.
All right, so Ashley goes to -25, currently in the caboose. JR,
Back that
runaway.
up.
JR, not even phased anymore. Runaway first place right now. 30 points, JR. Where are we going?
So he can miss a question and he's still fine.
We got nowhere to go but team up.
That's
Suck
right.
it, JR.
Ashley's like, I'm out.
JR, you may get this one. Hawkeye once recruited Spidey to help against an army of robots stealing electronics parts. What villain were those robots working for? A, the Mad Thinker. B, Ultron. C, Quasimodo. D, MODOK. Or E, the High Evolutionary.
Quasimodo.
Quasimodo, is that your final answer?
Yes.
Quasimodo's correct.
God,
The Marvel team up number 22.
We did that on a Spider History because Hawkeye shot an arrow in it. Whatever. It's one of the dumbest ends. So.
All right. So JR goes back up 35 points.
Good God.
And we're
So JR
over
is gonna
to
win.
spectacular Mike McNulty, who's in fourth place. at
So
-20.
I could either be the opposite of Zach or tied with Ashley with this question.
Yeah, and it is going to be a team up question. It's the
Team up
only question we have left.
Yep.
Wow, the last question of the game.
Last question. Well, no, it's the second to last. We saw a final.
Oh, that's
Jeopardy.
right.
We said
That's
Final
right.
Jeopardy thing. Yep.
Spidey and Luke Cage once went after arsonists in the Bronx and wound up helping the New York Fire Department save lives, noting that the firefighters were the real heroes. Where did Spidey and Luke's night start out before they battled a blaze? A, Studio 13. B, The Daily Grind. C, Murder World. D, Punisher's Safe House. Or E, the offices of Nelson and Murdoch?
I'm going to go with E on that one.
E, the offices of Nelson and Murdoch is incorrect. The correct answer is
Yeah.
Studio 13. They were
13.
at a disco.
Okay. Yeah, because would be the 70s. That would make sense. All right.
All right. So our final, going into Final Jeopardy, we have Brad in the middle. Or actually, Brad's, let me see. Yeah,
He's
Brad's
5.
still in the middle.
He's a
at
big
5
whopping
points.
5. Yeah.
JR and Runaway commanded first place at 35 points. Zach
Well-
at 15 points, and Ashley
of
and Mike.
course.
He's at
Tyson,
25, actually.
Who is?
JR's at 25 points.
I got
Did you
JR
miss-
for 35.
No, he's not. JR's at 35. JR
Oh,
had
35? Oh, okay. I thought
Yes.
you missed one.
He only missed
Okay.
one question.
I even
all game.
explained. I even explained.
Oh, okay, never mind,
I even
never
explained how big that swing was. So
Okay,
don't-
yeah.
This
All
is
right,
this
all
is
right.
this is why I prefer only one person to do the scorekeeping because.
Got it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, no, Zach. They were both tied at 20. Zach answered wrong. JR answered correctly. Zach continued to answer wrong.
Yeah.
JR continued to answer correctly.
Yeah. Got it.
All
Yeah,
right.
kick
Glad
my
we
ass.
clear that up. All right. So going into Final Jeopardy, are you guys all ready?
So can we only bet in increments of 5, or how can we?
No. You can bet whatever you want to. Even if you have negative points, you can bet your negative points and try to get back up to 0 if you want to. We've actually had that happen before.
So I have 5, so I could bet a maximum of 5.
You have 5, you can bet 5 points.
Okay, got it.
JR has 35. JR can bet 35 points.
Why would JR bet it?
JR is not going to bet a point at all.
Yeah, we already know.
We're all screwed, Zach.
JR is not going to have the courage of his convictions.
JR, bet it all, please.
All right.
Now, JR, you could hypothetically have 70 points, right? Could you not?
You know what? You know what happens when someone gets greedy at the poker table?
Well, I don't know.
Nothing good.
Just walk
Come on,
away.
JR.
Kenny Rogers said.
JR, were you? I have to know this. Were you worried there for a while?
Very much so. I'm worried every year, guys. I mean, it's luck. It really is luck. It's the questions you get.
Yeah.
You know,
I had to answer 2 for 1 with that Hulk annual question. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, George.
All right.
Had y'all not stole those clones?
By the way, the YouTube chat is demanding you bet them all. Be a sport, says Winu. Actually, bet them all. JR is the true spider god. Glenn says, don't be a Cliff Clavin, JR. Them all. Okay, go.
All
I'm
right.
ready.
Final Jeopardy. Final Jeopardy. Following her parents' divorce, Mary Jane, her sister Gail, and her mother Madeline. This is for you, Chi-Town. Following her parents' divorce, Mary Jane, her sister Gail, and her mother Madeline stayed with various relatives before finding a home to stay in permanently. Whose home was it? One more time. Following her parents' divorce, Mary Jane, her sister Gail, and her mother Madeline stayed with various relatives before finding a home to stay in permanently. Whose home was it? YouTube chat, do not help them.
Just sent you a text, George.
Your yearly text.
Yeah, there hasn't been one since I sent it the last
2018.
JR bet 0 points. JR was right.
Of course he bet 0 points.
He's clenching it like fiber in his diet.
That'd be the mom, Gail.
JR, you could have gone to 70 points.
You could have, JR.
Again,
Oh,
it doesn't pay to get greedy.
Yeah, but I want you to get greedy
You
so I could
could have
win with 5 damn points. Zach, did you enter?
Okay, I have Zach's answer, or no, I'm sorry, I have Brad's answer. JR, I'm still waiting for answers from Mike, Ashley, and Zach.
and this you're talking about. You're talking about.
George,
You're talking about. You're talking about Gail.
Yes,
her
I'll
mom,
repeat-
and yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll repeat the question.
Mm-hmm.
Following her parents' divorce.
Divorce. Yeah. They
Mike,
moved
Mike,
around.
Mike, shh. Let me read it. Following her parents' divorce, Mary Jane, her sister Gail, and her mother Madeline stayed with various relatives before finding a home to stay in permanently. Whose home was it?
Jonathan says JR is the Jordan of Spider Jeopardy. Winu is making fun of JR for not betting anything.
Coward.
Okay. Just send it to you.
All right. All right, I got Mike.
Here comes Ashley. I hear her typing. I'm curious at the 28. That must have been a good one, Ashley.
No.
28 people in YouTube chat. Don't say the answer. I think we have all the answers in, don't we? Do we, George?
Hang on.
Did you get mine?
Hang on. I'm trying to write these. I'm trying to compile these. Give me a moment.
So, JR, what you going to do after this celebration of the 10th anniversary?
All right. Zach, yes, I got yours.
Okay.
Cool.
I had 15 points, right?
Yes.
Yes, you had 15
Okay.
points.
All right.
All right. I've got everyone's answers now. We will go ahead and reveal the answer. JR and Zach both had it correct.
Yeah, great.
Third year in a row, I've gotten Final Jeopardy correct.
Well,
Zach, since you're not going to win, I'll go ahead and let you reveal the answer.
He's going to lose by 5
Cousin
points.
Frank.
That's right, Uncle Frank Brown.
Who the hell is Uncle Frank?
That was Madeline's cousin. That was MJ's mom's cousin, who was described as a stern but fair man.
Yeah.
All right. So
Spider-Man Parallel Lives.
JR bet 0 points, but Zach bet everything he had. So Zach goes up to 30 and loses to JR by 5.
5 points. Ooh.
All right. Other answers. Brad said Anna Watson for 1 point. That is very mistaken.
That's the only damn relative I
Brad
know of
goes
Mary
down
Jane
to
or
4
Chrissy.
points. Mike said Gail's house with her husband.
Yeah, because I thought they stayed with them for a time, but I guess that was wrong.
But that was also incorrect. So Mike falls to negative 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley said MJ's aunt, Mrs. Snicklesnatch. I can't remember her name. 0 points.
I won lost. At least she didn't lose.
You get a thumbs up, Ashley.
Mrs. Snicklesnatch.
That was it.
Mrs. Snicklesnatch. Way to bring it around. I love it.
All right. And so, yeah, Ashley, but no point, stays at negative 25. So our final total, dead last place is Mike 5 second McNulty. 5 seconds is, Mike 5 seconds is all I need. Mike 5
which I'm
seconds
not going to do that again. Just to do the merriment.
Mike 5 seconds is all I need, baby McNulty. Negative 40 points.
Wow.
Next, at 4th place is Ashley with negative 25 points, which is not the worst showing Ashley's had on the show.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Ashley is respectable for Ashley.
Brad pulling up the middle, being completely average, really showing up that last year co-win with completely
a fluke.
so performance at 4 points.
I didn't go in the red though. I was never negative.
So Brad's at 3rd place. 2nd place is Zach with 30. In 1st place with the current reigning champion and still Tom Brady of Spider-Jeopardy, JR with 35 points. JR Fettinger, you just won.
So damn close.
What are you going to do?
I'm just going to exhale, and I'm going to get some cream corn. And,
what the hell? What? Some Oscorn cream corn.
Since I had no teeth, I'm going to have cream corn, and I'll have that, and then I'll take my teeth out and put it in the polyden at the side of my bed and have a good night's sleep.
Zach, how many numbers has he won in 10 years?
In 10 years.
Yeah.
And I believe 13 episodes. He has now won 7 of the 13.
Wow.
So almost half the time he's either shared a win or won outright 7 times.
Josh, I had to avenge my humiliation of last year. That was just humiliating last year.
Josh Nelson is requesting, JR, that you show your victory pose.
Oh, I want to see this. Yeah.
This ought to be good. Can you do a spider sit-up like you did that one time?
JR, can you dab?
Oh! I want to see if he knows what his dab is.
Come on, Dale. Let's see you dab.
Come on, dab.
Ashley, show him what the dab is.
Ew. I'm not going to debase myself.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on.
JR's having a stroke.
Hold on. How do I full screen JR?
Click on
it. Please don't.
Oh, it's me. There you go. How do I
Hey,
full screen
at
JR?
least
Oh,
it-
this
I
is
was
Michael.
I was about to say I could do the dance that.
There
helped
you
win my
go.
wife.
You've got the floor, sir. Let me see a
do that.
dab.
The I don't know what a dab is, but I could do the dance that won my wife's heart, I suppose. you
Okay,
know?
go ahead. Go ahead.
That looks like you need your pills.
That was
Oh my-
Cosby. Remember Bill Cosby show in the '80s or whatever?
Oh
And he-
yeah.
It just, yeah.
That was
And we
painful.
were out. One of the first times we went out with some coworkers, and
Mhm.
I was drunk, and it was dancing.
JR, what do you like drunk? Well, what? Wait, well, hold on.
He was like, remember back in the Cosby show, and that one time he was a
What-
serial
what was
killer?
that again,
Well, I was
JR?
taking a lot of amphetamines back then, and
What was that again, JR? Let me see it one more time.
He has no neck. Like, where did his neck go? He
It's
was
like that. The
I have
turtle.
no neck now.
What's going on? It's like he's dancing with the duck up there with the logo.
Just like my cat when I try to pick him up.
He does look like a cat trying to get picked. Everybody do the JR. Everybody do it.
no.
It's like he's doing. He's like
Oh,
he's
that
gonna do Thriller.
The Cosby creep. Is that what this is called?
If you guys, for you single guys, go for it. It's for me.
That's called the JR cream style corn dance.
It's the JR's office meds dance. JR needs the cream corn, kids. Bring me my cream corn, Spencer. Why don't you come down here unless you have some cream corn?
JR, I'm gonna get you next year.
It's funny. Well, as long as it's not Brad. Well, speaking of
Anybody
Spencer,
but Brad.
speaking of Spencer, his singing and his group were grand champions of the competition. At the
Oh,
school.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Glenn
job,
Clark has said he's going to make an animated GIF of JR doing the
Oh.
cream stick corn shuffle.
Oh, wow.
And he's gonna be.
Oh.
It's gonna be on our Discord. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Everybody
very much
across the internet is now doing the JR. It says Miss Hickman.
Everybody, move JR. Oh.
All right, very good.
JR, the internet is forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
All right.
You
well,
better step in it now.
what did you guys think of the questions this year?
Oh, they were great.
They
They
were
were
very.
There were varying degrees of who you went to college with,
Mm-hmm.
That
but
was
you did.
that was one question.
I
of
know.
somebody
I
else.
know.
The only person that's griping about that's you, Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
No, whoever said it in YouTube chat very much sums it up because the questions I get, it feels like every year. I don't know, but I know several of the ones that the other people get. I don't know what
Right.
that is.
You were the one that changed the order this year, Douglas.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
You were the one. You were like, no, I must go first for my own sanity. I must be
My
it
own
must
sanity.
Be, it must be in this order. And
My
then when
own
that order didn't go through, when that
my own
order was
sanity was shot once
when
we
that-
had the first call drop.
when that order was irrevocably switched, game off.
Right.
It was like you just switched off. You were no good anymore. You're like, that's it.
I was
I got no
like
more.
a turtle that was on my back doing this.
Yeah.
By the way, we knew Ash is very married, so like you trying to slide in the DMs, be like, "Yo, what's up, Ash?" Bro.
What?
Mhm.
What?
I'm reading the
What?
YouTube chat. I'm scrolling
Oh.
up the YouTube.
No, it's my
chat.
friend.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a dude trying to slide in the DMs. I was like, "Whoa, bro."
No, he was a man.
Oh.
What'd you do to Ashley, Zach? What?
I broke her.
Oh my
Way to go, Zach.
By the way, like I said before, like I basically texted you, George. Yeah, that 5-second thing was kind of a bad idea.
How
I
about
tried
next
to do it.
I
How about next
I was
Friday
trying to pressure
again?
people to
We
speed
tried
up the
to tell you
game
at the
there.
start
a
of
little
it. You're
bit.
like, no, this is how it must go down. I'm like, your funeral. I even said
I know.
your funeral at the top of the. I was like, okay, yeah.
You did,
Yeah.
but I want to try to do a little bit of experiment to see if anyone would kind of like, like, hey, what happens if I try to do it like, like I give myself a time limit and like, would
I
everybody
mean,
kind
if
of
you
feel
were
like, right?
expecting everybody else to jump in and say, yeah, that sounds really cool. I think I'll do that too. Boy, were you
Oh,
wrong.
I know. Oh no, I know. I was
Everybody
hoping.
else is gonna be like, ha ha, sucker.
Yeah. Well, it gave Brad a
Jonathan
chance.
takes
It
the
did
shot
give
right
Brad
at
a
me.
chance.
And YouTube chat says Brad begins with sour grapes and ends with sour grapes. I would agree.
Oh.
Fear the Beans asked me, George, do you like Spider-Ham or do you just like the names? I like the stories a lot more back in the 80s than I do now. I try to read them, a lot of them now, and I look at it and I'm like, how did I like this? Legitimate. I mean, I love the character, but a lot of it is just the characters saying goofy stuff with very little attention to the story. It is very ADD. If you have ADD, you can probably follow this.
Man, so this means so you mean that I could read all these and get it right?
Probably.
Next year?
Did you like? Oh, I almost asked you if you like Spider-Ham and Spider-Verse, but you haven't seen Spider-Ham and Spider-Verse, George.
No, I love Spider-Ham. Not enough for me to see Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Or its sequel.
You don't? Aren't they doing 2099 for the sequel?
They're doing Japanese Spider-Man, is what's been confirmed. I imagine they do 2099.
Yeah, it's got Leo Pardon in it.
They teased 29 in the post-credit scene, so
Right.
What you guys assured me is Leo Pardon and not Leopardon.
Yeah, it actually is pronounced Leopardon, but yeah.
So, as I say every year.
By the way, well done on Spulk and Flower Facts.
Yeah, no doubt.
Ladies' Night was great.
Yep.
Name That Story was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Like, now that there's multiple choice and not true and false, like, I'm okay with that.
I was just going to say, we always compliment George on the writing and how long this took. I appreciate your hard work, sir. When did you start on this project?
Normally I start just like a few weeks after my birthday.
When's that again?
That's July.
July.
But this year I didn't start until September.
Wow. Anyway, that's really impressive. I always don't envy that job. So compliments to you, sir. Final words, JR, before we wrap this episode up. You officially won this one, and you took it away from me. How does it feel to make me really sad?
Well, Brad, I don't really look at it as making you sad. I just looked at it as avenging my humiliating. It was last year was more of a defeat for me than a tie, to be honest.
All right, we heard enough from JR.
Wow. Wow.
All right, you were saying, JR, go ahead.
What a dick move.
I think I'll have some control.
I think I made my point.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
a dick
much.
move, Douglas. You just pulled a Mark Waid on JR.
That's pretty low, Brad.
He's the winner, and you booted him because he was talking smack to you because he's earned that right because he freaking.
Sorry, meant to hit remove. Okay, go ahead.
Power's going to its head.
All right. What were you saying, Zach? Don't tempt me.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and just leave now before I get booted too.
All right, George is gone. All right, we're going to be back in 10 minutes, and we'll do 3 ASM reviews. Mike will leave because he hasn't read them.
I haven't read them.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I've been working with other stuff too, so I haven't had time.
Okay.
So, all right.
Well, I will see you, sir. We'll reconnect in
Good night,
10 minutes.
Good night.
Cool.
Good night, guys. Have fun.
All right, bye.